I know Comcast gives a lot of good deals in New York because we have it out here.
Dude, do you
It's
know what
way better than trying to
do
get
you know what
satellite.
I pay for fucking Comcast dog for my service?
How much?
Like 20, like $30, man, to get like 150 megs, like all channels. I don't even have a phone line. I don't have a phone line, but I'm paying for it. And then I got security, and I'm paying like $35 or something a month.
That's a good deal.
Are we or live? Yeah, we live. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Game 27, and once again, thank you for joining my channel. Sorry that we're late. Sorry, I've been very unorganized lately. Sorry, I've been freaking just, I've just been everywhere. I hadn't been giving y'all much content lately because I've just been tired. So, y'all forgive me for that. And after that, got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
You're dead to me.
What's God damn it, nigga! So you telling me you showed up late just to piss me off? But anyway,
I
man.
just got home, man. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all good. But anyway, you got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Some Nintendo stuff, some GameStop fuckery. They at it again, man. You know, a lot of y'all know GameStop. They like to pull that bullshit, that BS, and it's like they went to the all-time low of this bullshit. That's what's going on. What they putting on their employees. So we're gonna talk about that first. We're gonna talk about the Nintendo Online situation, and there's still got some stuff to prove to us, even though it is the cheapest on the market. I know Key Machine, he did mention that it's going to be between about $17 to $25, $26, whatever. But we still need to know about this. And then the next thing we talk about the Super Bowl ad. So there's two different ones. You got the 30-second version, you got the minute and a half version, whatever. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, man. Actually, it's more stuff that I actually want to talk about, but I just can't get to it. It's so much to talk about, man. But let's go ahead and just get our introductions out the way, and we're gonna say what we've been playing these past few days. Let's start with you, Alex. Do your intro.
All right, what's going on, everyone? ActivesiNGaming here. We're back for another week of Real Talk with the Real Gamer. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here, but as far as what I've been playing, I got Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions on Humble Bundles, like half price, so I picked that up. I played a little bit so far, but now I'll try to beat it over the weekend. Yeah, I haven't had time to play too much this week, unfortunately. Too much work.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's all you got? All right, what about you, G-Rock?
Yo, what up? I'm in here to talk some shit, but I'm gonna be serious too. So I just finished Resident Evil 7, playing 2.8, and then I'm about to play BioShock until Neo comes out on Tuesday.
Okay, that's all you've been playing?
Yo, like that ain't a lot. Like that's all you've been playing, bro. Go ahead.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
All right. What about you, Nick?
Hi, this is Nick from Game Nip Incorporated here for another episode of Real Talk with Real Gamer. I was a bit late, but we still started. So
yeah, we always late.
Unfortunately, I haven't really had a chance to play much this week. So last game I played was a couple days ago. I was playing Mafia 2, but other than that, I've been kind of busy. So unfortunately, no real game time this week, sadly.
Everybody ain't been playing no damn games this week. All right, what about you, Retro Bro?
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Kind of in the same boat. Haven't been able to game too much. I've only really been playing 2 games. First game's been Tales of Bestria, where I'm still kind of in Chapter 1, though I'm level 10, because I kind of like the level grind. And the second game I've been playing is called Double Your Money, the game of life. Hardest game ever.
Okay, that's all you've been playing?
I get it.
Shut up. All right, let's go with you, Sinister.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Sinister Tar Heel here. Back when Real Talk with the Real Gamer. As far as games go, I haven't really played that much other than Battlefield and WWE 2K16 just for the hell of it. But that's basically about it. Just been tied down with work.
So I guess everybody had been playing much games this week. I hadn't played much myself.
We forget, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I finished.
Hey, for the record, I hit an achievement goal though. I got 45 hours in 1 week at work between 2 jobs.
Oh damn!
Oh damn!
Oh,
The little
okay.
achievement unlock logo came up when you did that too. That's funny.
Well, I guess, far as me, I finished up Resident Evil 7. What else I've been playing? I really haven't been playing much. I think that's it. God damn, I've been so damn busy all week, been moving. I've been so damn tired, man. I've been watching more animes than playing video games. I just been so damn tired, man. So I guess, damn, we all didn't play no damn games this week, man. We supposed to be gamers, man. Ain't that something?
Resident Evil 7 was dope though.
We probably still play.
outside of gaming, yo.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
I bet Real was watching the English dub of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh damn!
And then they have like the female.
He said you
saying-
can't even handle the fucking subtitles.
No, I've been watching the subs, man. Like, you know, shit. I think what they on like on episode 70 or 80 or something like that.
Yeah, female Brawly now.
Oh no, I ain't there yet. Don't give me no damn
That's
spoilers.
not true.
No,
She too big, dog.
No spoilers. No
Big.
spoilers. Well, okay, I guess after that, let's go and get started with this with our podcast. Okay, let's talk about this GameStop situation. Man, let me go and pull up this article. What this article is at, man? It's bullshit what GameStop is doing to their employees, man. It's just, you know, just after hearing something like that, you know, it doesn't surprise me if a lot of them is going to start looking for another job because it just doesn't make sense, man. Like, first of all, if you pushing your employees to make these mandates, then you got to break them off something, you know, a commission or something. It just doesn't make sense. So what is the article? So I'll go ahead and read it out if y'all not aware about this situation. Let me see. Okay, where's that? What that article? Did I give you that article a while ago, Alex?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Send it back to me. I don't know what happened. What I did with it.
By the way, while Alex looks for the article, tonight's podcast, Real Talk of the Real Gamers, brought to you by 7-Eleven. Buy 10 mini tacos for just $2.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, here it is.
Them tacos gonna make you go to the bathroom so fast.
Yeah.
Where's Deadpool when you need him?
Hey, I only eat them the day I cook them on the grill. If I'm not cooking on the grill, I ain't eating them.
All right. Okay, pull up this damn article. Computer's acting a little slow right now. It's acting retarded, so bear with me for a quick second. Okay, it's kind of a lot to read. All right, it's based on a program called Circle of Life. It gives a GameStop store different percentage quotas for pre-orders, reward card subscription, used game sales, trade-ins. Each of these quarters is based on the store's total transaction. Pre-orders and reward card subscriptions are based on number of transactions, while used game sales and trade-ins are based on total dollar value of transactions. If a store quota for used game sales is 3% and the store sells $1,000 worth of merchandise, GameStop expects at least $300 of that merchandise to be pre-owned. That's fucking bullshit. Okay, so here's an example they gave us. So if somebody walks into a GameStop and picks up and say, you know, I want a brand new copy of that damn game. I can't pronounce it. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Yakuza. Okay, there we go. Yakuza. Okay, so if you buy a brand new copy of Yakuza 0 without pre-ordering another game or subscribing to their rewards card or buying a used game or trade something in, he'll pay for it. Then that transaction would knock, you know, down on all 4 percentages. So, you know, I guess in other words, if they only just go into GameStop just to buy just a brand new game or brand new merchandise, whatever, like, basically, I guess it's gonna knock points down on that person that sold you that product. You know, it's fucked up, man. A lot of people, they don't like buying used stuff, so it's like I don't know, man. It's like they is preparing these people to basically get fired because it doesn't make sense. I know a lot of people they refuse to buy pre-owned stuff, man. It's stupid. Okay, let's go back. The more new games and employee sales, the more used games they have to sell to make up for it. In other words, according to sales people speaking to Kotaku and elsewhere on the internet, GameStop, you know, is incentivizing whatever employees to stop people from buying new games and hardware. GameStop staff say the company has threatened to fire people who don't hit these quotas, which is leading to all sorts of crazy tactics, man. Like, oh my gosh, man. I'm not gonna read all that. So I'm pretty sure y'all know exactly what's. Oh yeah, there was another thing that got me. I was like, oh my god, GameStop is really tripping. So okay, let me read this. Okay, Okay, he said we are telling people we don't have to have new systems in stock, so we won't take $300 or $400 hit on our pre-order numbers. GameStop employee told me in an email requesting, because he was not authorized to speak, the press. This company wide in discussions with my peers, it is a common practice. We also tell customers we don't have copies of new games in stock when they are on sale. For example, Watch Dogs 2 is currently $30 brand new, and the pre-owned is still $55. We just tell them that we don't have no new ones in stock. So yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Hold on. Can we pause for a second on that? How do you drop a new game to $30 and still sell the used for 55? Like, what kind of unorthodox curve is that?
Because
They
that's how
they
GameStop
they do that
That's
shit
just
all the
greed.
time. They do that shit all the time. Like during
the sale price is only going to be like that for like 1 week.
like if you went to GameStop during the holidays, during Christmas, like a lot of shit was on sale, dude. Like the brand new games was a lot cheaper than the pre-owned. I was like, why is that?
Oh,
Why
yeah,
is it like
definitely.
that? So
So
yeah,
100%, 100% the way that it works. Just because I used to work at GameStop for like 4 years. So the way that it generally works is that you gonna have sales or whatever from whoever the publishers are. They're gonna have their sales. GameStop gonna keep their prices hiked on pre-owned games as long as they possibly can because they don't see money off of brand new anything.
no,
And
they
if you
don't.
think about it, like it's really messed up about the way that it happens and that like their business practices. But essentially, GameStop ain't making money right now, like at all. Like they're dying
That's their bread and
because
butter.
people buying. Yeah, they bread and butter is pre-owned product. That's why when a game comes back and it's pre-owned, it's a brand new game. It's $54.99.
Mm-hmm.
Like they gonna charge you as close to possible
Yeah.
to make that up. So that's just how they get on.
That's
So
damn.
then, wouldn't it be smarter for them to, I don't know,
Okay.
hit up mom and pop shops,
It
get
is like okay.
pre-owned games for cheap, and then sell them pre-owned for a higher price in their store instead of buying new games for a market?
That's what I've been telling everybody because I go to a few mom and pop shops and I get a lot of my games from there. For example, like whenever every time Microsoft announced that there's going to be some backwards compatibility games that's coming to the Xbox One, all of a sudden those games that you saw at GameStop that was a lot cheaper. And as soon as they found out that these games is on Xbox One as well, they jacked the price up. But if you go to a mom and pop shop, they don't know anything about that. So you go over there and buy those games a lot cheaper.
That's what I'm saying. And with GameStop having the money to buy in bulk, if they went to a mom and shop and bought in bulk, how much cheaper would they give it from even the average consumer? Like they could do that, get a ton of copies, and just sell a used copy of a used game at a higher price.
I guess, for
than
example,
just buying a new
with
game.
Red Dead Redemption, when it first was announced on backwards compatibility, they was selling that bad boy for like 30, 35, sometimes $40 a freaking old ass game just because it's backwards compatible. But when I went to this retro store where I get a lot of my retro stuff at, they sell Xbox 360 and PS3 games. A lot of their games it's like $5 to $10. So I bought that Red Dead Redemption for $10, and I also saw BioShock, the BioShock the collection over there. Like, it's not the collection, like the individual BioShocks, like about $5 a piece. But if you go to GameStop, just buying a BioShock Infinite, it will cost you about $20, $25 just for that game. So I don't advise nobody buy no pre-owned stuff from GameStop because, especially if it's 360 games, they're gonna rip your ass off.
Exactly.
That's why I've been telling everybody. You gotta shop around. You gotta before you spend your money. Just do your research, man. Because GameStop.
I will say there is one good thing you can do with GameStop, and I suggest this to Nintendo fans. If you buy your games on Amazon, physical copy, and you're tired of them, trade them in at GameStop because Nintendo games never drop in price, so you'll get a lot of your money back.
Okay, let's go and go in order. Alex, what you think about this GameStop situation? They basically putting that bull up on their employees, man. Because like, let's just be honest, they don't pay shit. Like, what they get paid $7, $8, $9 an hour, no commission, but they mandating all this shit on them. Like, what you think about all this, man?
Yeah, it's like I get what they're doing because like GameStop, most of their money comes from used games, so like from their point of view, it makes sense because that's where they make most of their revenue. But at the same time, like what they're doing is effectively incentivizing their staff to lie to customers and tell them, "Oh, we don't have this game in stock. Oh, we don't have We don't have this console in stock. I was reading some more of the article, and the employees were saying sometimes we'll just reactivate people's game. What is their program called? Like Gamers Club or some shit like that.
Power up rewards.
Power up rewards. They'll just renew people's power up rewards without telling them, and just hope that they don't notice on their receipt. So they're like, having to do crazy, shady things just so they don't get like demoted or I guess they can be fired apparently, or threatened to be fired if their scores are low. Like that shit is crazy. Like if you're selling, it says here, if you sell $1,000 worth of stuff, $300 or $400 of that needs to be pre-owned products. Like that's nuts. Like you can't force your employees to trick people like that. I guess technically GameStop's not specifically telling them to screw over customers, but like they've created this system where it's unfair for the employee, because the employee, you can't just tell a customer, oh, you better buy the fucking used one or I'm gonna get fired. Like,
That's
The employee, that customer's just gonna laugh and be like, okay.
Like that shit
Customers are pricks.
That's brutal. Like they're getting a lot of bad feedback because of this, because this has gone viral. So you can expect GameStop to change this program. They'll alter it or get rid of it entirely, because it's just a bad program. Like customers should be able to walk into your store and buy whatever they want. That's you're there to sell them products, not tell them what they're supposed to buy. Like that's fucking stupid. This program, when I was just reading through it, I'm like who as an employee would be happy with this? Like, I can't imagine anyone who works there is excited about this program. Customers, now that they know that this program exists, go into that store knowing that that employee is going to lie to you, or will have that idea in their mind that you're going to get lied to. And that's terrible. So like, you might as well not go there anymore. You just go to a Walmart or Best Buy or Amazon or mom and pop shop or whatever. Like, because at least then you can get a game on sale and not have to worry if it's in stock. Like, it's just stupid to me. They're definitely going to change this because of all the backlash they're getting, though.
Okay, so you going that?
Yeah.
All right,
very, very stupid program.
What about you, G-Rock? You there, G-Rock?
Yeah, my bad.
Right.
I just got back here.
All right, what about you? What you think about this GameStop situation?
Because I worked there before, I don't find it to be like outrageous, man. I 100% think like it's terrible that they're doing it, but from a business standpoint, they're trying to survive, because at this point, more people are downloading games. It's cheaper ways to buy games than to get them used from GameStop. I mean,
it's been so chaotic here in America.
At the same time, too, where else, like, you don't have to just go to GameStop no more. So it's like you can go to different places to buy consoles. You can go to different places to get cheaper games. PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam, have sales just about every week where it's cheaper to download the game than it is.
Even Toys R Us does now. If you do their little membership thing.
Yeah, like Best Buy has cheaper options to get games. It's like, but these places all have different aspects into which to cover themselves. GameStop doesn't have that. So it's trash that they're doing it, but they're trying to survive as a business. Now, it is wrong for you to lie to the consumer and say, hey, we don't got this game. But when I was working there, you didn't have to do that, but your job was to push pre-owned as hard as possible, because that's what you saw the return on. Now, I still know people who still work there, and apparently like the culture is completely different from when I was like there like 2 years ago. And apparently, like, yeah, man, like, they do pre-owned first. It's pre-owned everything. Like, a person coming in looking for a console, you trying to sell them a pre-owned. Like, you trying to push that off on people like at like Christmas time. And I mean, for some people who really need the $50, $70 difference, okay, pre-owned works for them. But at Christmas time, man, a lot of people are gonna buy brand new systems for their kids because they want, it's something about being guaranteed. And I mean, even with brand new, you're not guaranteed, but you got a higher guarantee rate if somebody hasn't touched your stuff before. You know what I'm saying? And like, GameStop got to be understanding of that, and to kind of allow the customers and create like chaos in the workplace and have people like this afraid of losing their jobs just so they can push a pre-owned game. It's like, dog. Like, if you're gonna get wiped out, bro, you're gonna go out. Because I mean, if we being fair, like, GameStop has had this coming for a long time. because they got rid of, they bought up EB Games. They knocked out, they bought out Funko Land or whatever. They knocked out Game Crazy and all of these other places that used to be like competition for them to the point where they were the monopoly. Now the
Funko
market,
Land, sexy too.
Babbages
You got
and all of that.
70% of your money back off a trade.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, same for Game Crazy. Game Crazy used to do deals with you, dog. If you didn't have like, I know one time on Christmas Day, me and my brother bought a 360 from Game Crazy, like the year after it came out, and it was just like they gave us a discount on like pretty much everything, dude. It's like that kind of stuff trying to compete with GameStop, like it was around back then because that's the only way they can compete. Now, like, you was a monopoly at this point. Now that the market has changed, you trying to find other stuff to do to survive in the market, like that Think Geek that they bought and Cricket. They're trying to find other places to make money, but it's like, it's just your turn, dog. It's your turn to hold this L.
Okay, that's all you got on that?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what about you, Nick?
I actually have a feeling I've been doing this for a while because GameStop by my area, a couple of times I stopped going there because they kept doing this shit to me. I'd go in there to see if they have a new game. They'd be like, "Did you pre-order it?" And I'd be like, "No." They're like, "Well, no, we don't have it." Then I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, at least lie to me and tell me you don't fucking that you sold out or something. But they were straight up, "Oh, we're not giving you, we're not gonna try to sell to you because you didn't pre-order it or some shit like that." I don't know. That might be a different story. But anyway, yeah, not a surprise that GameStop's doing something like this. I mean, like, I've been sitting there on the anti-GameStop wagon for quite some time. People still try to tell me I'm crazy for thinking that, and I'm just like, yeah, well, who's crazy now? Haha. I don't know, but yeah, that's some bullshit. But at the same time, that's fucking retail, though, man. They find they do all this stupid shit, and it's like, oh well, you better do this, or we're gonna fire you. Most of the time, they really don't, but they like to hang that over your head just to scare the shit out of you. And stuff like that. But I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really shopped at GameStop for a while. I'll go in there every now and then by accident or whatever if I have to. just because sometimes I do find some like rare games in there that you don't really hear about elsewhere. I see on like PS3 or whatever. But other than that, I really don't really like to go in there that much anymore. But yeah, that's pretty bullshit. But at the same time, I think, like Alex said, now that's out in the public, there might be a good chance they're going to switch that around real quick because more people know about it. You can't really pull shit like that nowadays, man. The internet, like, rats everybody out. Like, there's no escape. And all you got to do is fire the first person that fell victim to that policy. And guess what they're going to do? You think they're going to go, oh, well, gee, I guess I should. No, they're going to go fucking the internet and fucking tell everybody.
And there's a powerful thing.
It's not a surprise that it got out there. It's not a surprise they're doing that. But, like, when you finally do fire the first person, they're going to tell on you. There's like, nothing you can do about it.
Okay, that's all you...
on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Retro?
My thing with this is I don't understand how they thought they were going to get away with this. Not sure how many of you guys noticed, but Wells Fargo got in trouble for doing this to people recently, where where they commissioned their people for like getting like certain things of business, and they would sneak into their customers' accounts and then like enroll them into different things, and then when the customers checked their statements, they knew they didn't do it. So how did GameStop think, as big as a company they were going to get away with this? Like, I understand that GameStop is going away because there's so much accessibility out there, but more or less it's their own fault for their business practices too, because there's a lot of things they could have did to prevent this. Like, I feel more or less kind of like what Matt was talking about in the chat. They're pretty much the gaming Blockbuster. They didn't really understand how to evolve with the times with gaming, and that's really what's killing their retail product, because at this point in time, I mean, doing fine doing physical copies. Toys R Us is still doing fine doing physical copies, but it's really their business practices that do it, because they try to cheat people and they take advantage of the uninformed gamer, which is real unfortunate.
That is true. Yeah, all
I
this
feel
shit,
really bad with.
Go ahead.
I feel really bad for the employees because, like, unfortunately, like Nick said, all retail jobs do this. And since I'm currently working 2 retail jobs, I can say, yeah, they do this a lot and try to get away with a lot of things that go against the law. Like, nine something dollars an hour, if I remember correctly. Most places in the United States is higher than that for minimum wage, especially if you
Mm-hmm.
live in an urban area. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. What about you, Sinister?
Oh, I don't have much to say on it because I pretty much y'all pretty much fill in the blanks. But I will say this: I mean, it's just GameStop are just some greedy devils and shit like this, like them being exposed like this. That's their rep has been tarnished and things like that. You know, it's like making it makes people not want to go there anymore because the thing is, they can go to my job. I mean, they got other places they can go to. I mean, even I can go to a local mom and pop shop and get something, better deal on games and stuff.
I could have sworn you were about to say I could have gone to my local bar and got better deals on games.
But no, that's all I have.
Yep, shit like this don't surprise me at all. Like, I was wondering why they keep asking me all that bullshit. Don't get me wrong. I go to GameStop all the damn time. I'm a pro member and all that. But I guess I just never asked her, like, why you keep on asking me to pre-order this? Every time I go there, do you want to pre-order this? I was like, no, I don't want to pre-order this. So what's the point? Like, it's going to be enough copies whenever the damn thing comes out.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
It's a waste of time pre-ordering this, but they keep on hassling me about that shit. They keep on hassling. I swear to God, this every time. They always trying to get me to do something. And, yeah.
All right. I've always wanted to have this conversation because now I'm not a part of GameStop. So now I can 100% finally have this conversation with somebody. I waited years for this.
What?
So, the whole... This is my thing. I understand people don't like to be pushed into doing pre-orders. What I don't understand is when people be like, yo, like, yeah, like if you straight up tell me like, yeah, I'm gonna come what game? Let's just say, yeah, real. Like I heard that you getting like you want Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, like yeah, Chris, I'm gonna be there day one. I'm like, all right. No, if I ask you to pre-order it and you get physically mad, like I'm gonna ask you once or twice, and if you say no, then it's no. But my thing is that I never understand is that legit. They don't always ship it. Like a lot of people really feel like they do. They legit don't ship hundreds of copies all the time. Like for some games, like they do that on purpose. And so I feel like it's so funny. Like when people when I used to ask people to pre-order and they used to come to get a game, and I'm like, look, I only got enough pre-orders. I'm not lying, bro. I open the drawer and show you. I'm like, that's all pre-orders, bro.
It depends on the game, though.
Nah, like
yeah, it does depend.
I believe you because I work in retail too. Like this is what any store manager does for any retail. I'm gonna put y'all up for some game for a second. Store managers look at the sales of things month in for month out. Then by the end of the quarter, they average it. So if you're not buying a certain amount of those games, they're not gonna waste money shipping them in.
Yeah.
They're gonna average and take based off of how much they made for that quarter, and that's all they're gonna make available.
Yeah.
So
and I mean
that part's not a
and it's
lie.
dependent on what the title is itself. Like if it's a huge game, like just for instance, say like Mass Effect, okay, you're gonna have we're gonna have Mass Effect. They're gonna have Horizon Zero Dawn because these are huge games for the year. But at the same time, like when people legit got mad because when Fire Emblem was coming out and we didn't have enough Fire Emblem Awakenings or whatever, it's just like, well, why have it? I'm like, well, one, Nintendo always underships, so it's your fault.
Yeah, when it comes to Nintendo games,
so like you should pre-order if it's not a big enough title, you should pre-order it. I mean, that's just my thing. Is like if you shop at GameStop enough and you feel like this is really where you shop, you shouldn't get offended. You shouldn't get mad because one, you're kind of putting into the culture here, so you want this to happen because you keep shopping here. That's one, and then two. Like you can't get mad when like, well, you're always making me pre-order, and then you're like, well, why don't you have the game? It's like we told you to pre-order. Like, no, that used to be my favorite thing. Like I used to love to like scoop customers' tears off their face, bro, and just be like, you gotta wait, dog. Like you gotta wait. Like I used to love doing that. And I wanted to take a picture because I'm like, I tried to get you to do it, and you just
that's fucked up.
They're just like, bro, it's $5. You was gonna give me the full $40 or $60 today. Or you gonna give me $5 a day, or give me the full $60 later next week? What was the difference? You had the $5. You just didn't want to do it because I was asking you a question. I was asking you to do it, so I understand that. But now I get to laugh at you.
That's how it is, honestly. Like it deals with psychology, but for some reason people just like to be wooed and feel special even though they're not and they're same as everybody else. Sorry, that's just the facts. But people like to be wooed. Like at one of my jobs, not gonna say which one it is, but we have a service where we take the time to do all the work that the person is supposed to do to get what they want from us. And if
Mhm.
we ask them if we want to enroll them, they'll always say no or get mad. However, if I change the wording, even though it means the same exact thing, in their mind, it's different. So if I say instead of enroll, hey, do you want me to call this person so that I can do this for you so you don't have to do it? Then they'll say sure.
Yeah. They
But
just
they
don't
don't
want to
like
do
the
the
word
work.
enroll, even though it's the same thing. It's so stupid.
Yeah. It's all about perception.
Mm-hmm. Only way if I pre-order something, like if I know that it's gonna be like a huge supply and demand shit, kind of like Nintendo Nerd Amiibos and shit. Of course, with the Switch and all
Anytime
that.
it's Nintendo related,
Yeah,
at this point you have to pre-order or you're not
pre-order.
gonna get it.
You got to pre-order.
Like,
Man, you can't
that's
even get enough. You can't even get
manager
there
at
in
the
time to
games
pre-order.
Like it's either Nintendo stuff or like special edition, stuff that comes
Yeah,
with your
well,
game.
obviously special editions you have to pre-order.
Yeah, you got to
you're not
pre-order.
gonna get it. But,
Like if you
something like Call of Duty or Battlefield, like there's gonna be hundreds of copies.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of those. But if you want like the Sonic,
the high AAA,
Yeah, but then if you look at a game like Neo or Nier Automata,
those are
you
smaller
would have to
titles.
pre-order those games. Those are small games.
Or look at the Sonic Mania special edition. Them things going out pretty fast, and I heard them got mine
Yeah.
because it's not many left. So I heard them got that, and I got the amiibos for the Zelda game and
The Zelda amiibo.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, I have not rushed to get Sonic Mania, but I mean I am getting it on Steam, so I'll be alright.
so that's the only way if I pre-order stuff. If I know
That
it's gonna
special
be
edition for Sonic Mania is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
I got that pre-order for the 4. So
yeah, I got that on the PS4.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
thing looks pretty cool.
generally, I'll just go ahead now because most of my games are digital, or whatever now. Because I'm one of the rule breakers. I'm not gonna say, but I'm one of them rule breakers.
they,
Try to save a few dollars here or there. But at this point, like Sony get my pre-order or Microsoft get my pre-order. That way, if it's something wrong, I can handle it right. Because I know how GameStop get down. Because sometimes when your pre-order get messed up or they sell your pre-order, you get hella pissed and there's nothing you can do about it because they be like, well, we got to try to get you another one. I'm like, you ain't trying to hear that, dog. Like, I'll never, dude, when Destiny was first coming out, the one with the little ghost edition that came with the ghost, one of my employees messed up and he sold, because I was a SGA pretty much running the store at that time. I was like a floor manager at the time. Dude, like sold someone's pre-order, dude, and it came time to pick it up that night. And it's like, well, he's like, well, we don't got one for you. We was all out, dude. Do you know how hard it is to tell somebody that we don't have a game that they paid off, and they like trying their hardest not to go into their back pocket and get that knife? And I'm just like willing to sacrifice my employee.
Hold on. Let's just talk about that for a moment.
I'm willing to sacrifice
you
my
mean to
employee.
tell me that you're confirming that GameStop has a real estate policy of selling pre-orders to the highest bidder, even after putting money down?
I'm saying that mistakes happen and that people do actually sell like pre-orders. Like I've gotten the Resident Evil 6, the anthology collection, whatever it was. Like I paid the $60 for the original, like for the regular Resident Evil 6 when it came out, but they gave me the anthology one on accident. So
just out of curiosity, since you used to work at GameStop, where in their contract and clause is there loophole to not get sued with doing that? Just curious.
I mean, generally, I don't know if there's a loophole for it. Generally, for something like that, it's just depending on the customer. I mean,
that's considered human error, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not like it's not like
it is, but when you're a big company and it deals with money,
yeah,
it doesn't matter if it's human error.
Nah, dude, 100%. I guarantee if you try to take GameStop down for that, you're gonna waste more money and you're not getting anything because it's human error. One that if it got to that point that bad, then yes, the customer is probably gonna be pissed. But at the same time, that person who sold it, yeah, he's probably just gonna get fired. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's human error, and at that point, GameStop already has these things elsewhere too. You got to keep that in mind too, Retro. Like they got plenty of these collector's editions, like GameStop always does. They have them for the back burner, and they got plenty of them just in case these kind of things happen. So like it sucks, but we have to accommodate them and be like, yo, well, here goes a gift card, and here's this. And when we get your stuff shipped into you, you got to write corporate, and corporate sends them another one. Of course, corporate cuts us all out because they have to do that.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
I guess closing
So,
this topic, all I gotta say is fuck GameStop, man. They could just shove up their ass, man. Let's go and get to our next topic. We spent too long on this topic, man. Okay, our next thing I want to talk about. Let's get to some Nintendo. Actually, there's been a lot of positive stuff about Nintendo lately, but it's one thing. I guess I'm not sure if you want to call the online pricing positive. It is if you want to compare it to the prices with the PSN and Xbox Live, but they still need to prove themselves. We still don't know everything about it, and there's been glimpses of we could probably actually they probably got the voice chat integrated on the system. You know, like, we've seen snippets of it. Like we still don't know if it's confirmed. Like if it's true, then Nintendo, I don't know why are they not telling us that this is really important. But I guess let's talk about this subject first. Let's talk about the Super Bowl ad, man. That's really promising. We've been preaching about this for a while, that Nintendo needs to market their system, badly. And it's like one of their greatest advertisements they can ever do. If you can advertise your products during the Super Bowl, in which hundreds of millions of people is watching, then they did their job. They did their job, man. And I'm just happy that they're doing this, because if we all like Nintendo, we love Nintendo, so you want the best of Nintendo, and and third parties, they seeing that Nintendo is actually trying this time, so it's going to equals to a lot more third party support, and which we could get to that, because this is another thing we talk about. There's more games on the horizon, but let's talk about both of these Switch ads that just recently came to us. There was a 30-second ad, and there was like a minute and 40-something second, and they both was really good.
The 30-second one is what's going to be aired at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, they can't play that minute and 40-something. They think we can spend about $20 million on it, because I believe it's like
30-second one cost them $5 million.
$5 million. Either way it goes, it's still good.
$5 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah, but shit, what they showed during the 30 seconds? Zelda.
Crazy.
They showed Zelda. They showed you could play it on however you want. You could play it on the go. You could play it as a console.
It's a very good commercial.
It's a very good commercial, and the thing that got me excited, no damn kids again.
No stupid ass kids.
No kids, man. So even though I love both of them, but I wish they could have put the other one in. But yes, that's a lot of money. But I'm happy with that 30-second ad, and of course, the Zelda is a huge IP, it's a huge franchise, and that's gonna be the first game launching alongside with the Switch. And all I gotta say with this is, I feel sorry for the people that's watching Super Bowl, because as their mouth watering for this Switch, as soon as they want to find out how can I pre-order this,
they're gonna realize they can't order one.
They can't even pre-order that thing. So
can I get a pre-order? I'm sorry for sold out.
Kimishima's ramping up production to get more available at launch.
Okay, that's a good sign. Yeah, they have to. If they're gonna advertise it to Super Bowl, they have
they already
to have
sold out of all the.
Yeah, like it's been sold out for like about a week or two, and I believe like whenever it went out in Japan, it was sold out in less than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, dude. So let's go and get started. What you think about this, Alex? What you think about these Super Bowl ads? What you think about that music, man? That was tight. It was
good. It was a good commercial. The music was good. They showed off what the console does. The concept of the console is very clear in the commercial. You can use this thing anywhere you want. They showed Zelda, which is their flagship game, the killer app for the device. And anytime you see Zelda now, they're making it very clear the Switch is where you want to play this thing. They're acting as if the Wii U version doesn't exist, which is what they should be doing. It's a good commercial, and this is the first time Nintendo's ever done anything for the Super Bowl. So that's exciting. That shows, just with this one commercial, I think this is more advertising than the Wii U had within 5 years. So that's exciting. That's good. They're getting off to the right start. So far, all their commercials have been on point. All the marketing has been excellent for the Switch so far. I'm convinced they've fired their old team, and this is a whole new team.
Yeah, Scott Buffett.
I can't imagine that it's that anyone that used to work for the Wii U marketing team still works there.
Okay. Correction. They had they did have like a couple of kids in that extended
extended one, but the one at the Super Bowl won't have the kids in it. Yeah, the extended one has
let's just be
snuck some bastard.
let's just be real. All these trailers that they've been given to us with the Switch, majority like about 85% has been adults, man.
Most
So,
of this,
yes.
they're catering this device towards 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds around there.
People our age.
That
our age,
still play games.
our
Yeah,
age.
so people around our age that play games, because that I think they finally realized that a lot of their fan base is that age.
Yeah, with the
Like
Wii U.
95% of
Those
it.
who started with the old NES.
Yeah, that's the people that still rock with them, and they lost a lot of these people, so they're trying to cater to them again, which is smart. I think they're doing the right thing.
I guess y'all can say Nintendo has officially switched
Oh,
their
damn it.
marketing.
No,
I just-
there you go.
According to this article,
trash
Nintendo's
for that.
marketing budget for the Switch, I think just for this year, is 485 million, which is higher than usual because they're ramping up for the Switch launch. So they've added more marketing money, so it's good. We're gonna see a lot of good stuff for the Switch.
Oh hell
A
yeah!
lot of good marketing.
All right, that's all you got on that.
Yep.
All right, what about you, G-Rod?
You're talking about the Switch's Super Bowl ad?
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, I feel like out of the group, I'm one of the more level-headed people for the Switch. I do agree that their marketing is a lot better. They haven't had, outside of the technical stuff, like their marketing hasn't like made more questions than it's answered. Only thing, like, I like the use of more adults, more of like the older, the young adult audience, like early 20s, to 30s or whatever. I mean, you still show the family aspect or whatever because of the Joy-Cons and stuff like that. Like, you still need to show that because Nintendo still is a family company. It is what it is on that. Can't do nothing about that. I liked the commercial. I guess the 1-2 switch thing, even like when they was playing in the park or whatever, that's just cringeworthy, man. I don't know if it's just that game. Like, there wasn't nothing wrong with the actual like piece, like the part where they was playing, like it was cool, but I just think that 1-2 switch is just cringeworthy. Maybe that's
That
why I
game
was
is
just like,
it's for casuals. That's a cringe game.
I was just like looking at that. I was like, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I like this Nintendo as far as their marketing goes. I like that they are actually like listening to the fact that you got to play to the strengths of what your console or your tablet or whatever you want to call it is. So they are marketing toward that. That being said, I'm probably one of the more level-headed like people in a group about it. So when Nintendo like does like well on something, I give them a golf clap and I keep it moving because I'm like, if I get too excited, I get another Wii U. So I'm gonna give you a golf clap and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Golf clap. Oh my god, whatever, man. Is that all you got on that?
That's it.
He right, you gotta have that Charlie Brown smile for Nintendo. It can't be a full smile.
Yeah. You gotta give them half a smile. When Nintendo see you 100% smiling, they're gonna be like, all right, is it
They
time
gonna
to mess
pull the
up?
football away when you
Right,
try to.
they gonna pull the whole football away. You're like, nope.
That's pretty understandable, judging on what they did to us during the Wii U. We still got some scars left from what happened with the Wii U, man.
The trauma.
They did us bad with that Wii U, man. All right, what about you, Nick? What you think about the Super Bowl ad, Nick?
Can we just take a minute here and realize that we've in the past been so defeated as Nintendo fans that we're excited about a fucking commercial? That they actually made a commercial and we're happy about that?
Well, would you rather have them in a box playing techno music again?
No, I'm just saying. Like, look how far we've come. We're just like, they made a commercial, yeah.
It's like this. It's like this. If we are excited that they actually market their shit, then Nintendo they fucked up badly because they did not market the Wii U like they supposed to.
I've seen maybe a total of 3 Wii U commercials on TV. I'm not even exaggerating. I think that's like exactly what I saw. So,
Yeah, because they would only play it on children's networks at like midnight.
I mean,
That's weird.
and isn't the marketing director that Bowser guy now or something?
Now it is. It's Bowser. He used to work for EA.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
Is his real name Bowser?
His real name, his last name
oh
is
yeah,
Bowser.
show us
Yes.
Bowser. hey, people.
Why?
There's a lot of jokes.
I guess to cut y'all off, people saying the stream is acting up again.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out.
So what's going on with YouTube lately, man? Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, they've been
Bob.
smoking too much of that golden dick.
If you don't have 1 million subs, you don't get any bandwidth.
But I got plenty of bandwidth.
Yeah,
I guess.
I say Richard Review Tech's probably hogging all the bandwidth.
Anyway,
His,
go ahead, Nick. I didn't mean to cut y'all. Go ahead.
So yeah, so it's good that they're finally advertising, and I think the Super Bowl is as good a place as any to start. I mean, hell, if you're gonna go big, you know. So it's nice they're doing that. I think we already all seen the commercial though, apparently, from what I'm hearing. So I don't know why everybody's still that excited. But then again, there's probably a bunch of people who aren't on the internet who will watch Super Bowl and be like, "Ooh, what's that?" Some people, it's been so long. Some people might think Nintendo's a new company by now. Like, Nintendo, what's that? They sound like a young up and starting company. That sounds interesting. What do they got?
Video games.
That's good to the advertising, and you know that's a plus. So hopefully they keep, like I said, hopefully they keep the momentum going and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. It's good to know.
Shit, the reason why I'm excited because third party they're watching, man. They even brought that up last generation. I think either Ubisoft or EA they brought it up. They need to advertise their stuff. Because the general public doesn't even know that the Wii U exists. They still don't know that the Wii U existed. And whenever they showcased the Wii for the first time,
I forget that it existed too.
Whenever they showed the Wii for the first time, they never showed the console. They showed the gamepad. Like they started off, marking this damn thing wrong, man. And the fact that they keep putting these kids in commercials, knowing that it's mainly adults that's buying it, it just drove away everybody, man, and that's why we got a Wii U situation. That's why I only sold about 13 million copies. And speaking of sales, like the way I'm seeing this thing's rolling, I think this thing might catch Wii U within a year, with at least a year, max. I say maybe 15 or 16 months. It's going to be at 13 million because there's a huge demand for this system right now. I'm just really excited, man, because there's a lot of games that's coming out this year that I'm really excited to play. I mean, I'm excited to play the Mario, the Splatoons, the Zeldas, and the Mario Karts. There's some really good games coming out. Even Xenoblade 2, man. I'm really excited about that, man. That's just Nintendo's IPs. That's like a lot of stuff that's coming out. But we're gonna talk about that next. The next topic. Let's go ahead and go. What you Retro Bowl? What you think about the Super Bowl hat?
Well, I just saw it recently, and I thought it was pretty good. One thing I can honestly say is I'm not a big fan of any of Nintendo's ads, really. And the last one I really thoroughly enjoyed was for the original Smash Bros. On N64. So I thought this was pretty solid, considering I actually didn't cringe at all. I will say that, though this was pretty good marketing for the commercial, I still want to understand more about the console itself and how the online program and stuff's going to go. That's still
They're
stuff
not gonna show that in a commercial.
No, I know they're not going to show that in a commercial, but I mean, those are still issues I want to have addressed personally. Like you know what I mean? Like for me, like I understand we're talking about the commercial to some extent, but with me, I think more outside the box, and like the commercial's not just something that's going to get me hyped. Like there's no such thing as me watching a gaming commercial and just being hyped off a commercial. Like I'm the type of person that needs information. So yeah, the commercial is good, but for me as a consumer, I still want more information on the product itself. And that's just something I want more information on personally. For me, I want to know what makes this online worth paying for. For me, I want to know what's coming out next year, since the lineup right now is just okay to me. And that's more or less really what I want right now. So yes, the commercial is good, but there's still some things I think that needs to be tweaked, and I'm gonna make sure Nintendo knows. But that's all I got.
Okay. What about you, Sinister?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it, so I mean, I don't have really much to say on it. But I'm sure Nintendo probably did a great job on it. So, but no, I mean, not taking anything away from them. I mean, hey, I mean,
you got to remember this is the first time Nintendo did this. They never advertised their consoles on Super Bowl. Never.
Yeah, first time for everything, But
The last 5 years, they didn't even advertise a console.
That's true, man.
But that's pretty much all I have, since I didn't get to see it, so I don't have much to say on it.
Like, it's just to a point that like we shouldn't even be getting excited over a goddamn advertisement. That's just how low Nintendo had came.
That's
down
more
to.
or less my point.
But the reason I'm excited because like it's gonna like whenever a lot of these people see that this thing exists, they gotta want and get one. So it's gonna cause a huge demand for the system, and a huge demand gonna equals up to a lot of games, a lot of third party support. You know, it's all about the money, man. Just look at the Wii. Like the Wii, it was a huge demand for Wii for a long time, and look how that generated. It was the least powerful system on the market, and it generated a lot of third-party support. Whether you want to call them shovelware or whatever, they had a lot of support for that system on the underpowered system, and people saying that this console going to be underpowered too. That's what the rumors are saying. But it's not about the power. It's about the concept of this system that's getting me very excited.
At least this time, the gap isn't as big as like the Wii to the 360.
Yeah. So at least this power gonna be almost right by Xbox One. So I'm satisfied.
Close enough.
I won't
both HD this time.
I won't say I won't say that I'm completely happy. I'm satisfied, but I want let's just be honest. We all wanted this system to be more powerful than the PS4. Let's just be honest. But it's good enough for me, and I think it's going to generate. Yeah, I know you didn't, but
I didn't either.
I'm happy. I'm happy they went the hybrid route as opposed to a standalone console.
I just didn't think that Nintendo was a full blown power route because I'm just like the last time
they're not going to do that.
They don't have to do that.
They're never going to do that.
It's
never
like,
going to do that again.
how can you if you're trying to do a two-in-one console, like take it on the go? That's a lot of power. That's gonna drop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm happy they went the hybrid way as opposed to having like a PS4 with a Nintendo badge, because like this way we get the 3DS support as well, so you get more Nintendo games.
See,
on one
and
device.
then here's my thing. I've realized a long time ago that Nintendo's given up on competing. So there's only really three conditions Nintendo can make that I care about. Either they do a hybrid like they did, either they just keep doing 3DSs and upgraded handhelds, or they give up and just go third party completely. Those are the only three conditions I care about.
If y'all notice, even though Nintendo said this is a home console first, but if y'all notice, it's more of the handheld that's been more advertised in these
and that's
trailers.
why I like it.
That's why I like it too, because they know that their handhelds is more popular than their consoles. So that's a good
Nintendo
thing.
can say whatever they want about this thing being primarily a home console, but like, everybody knows this thing is primarily a handheld.
Yeah, we know that. We ain't stupid.
Like, the only reason they're positioning it as a home console first is because the 3DS is still selling well.
Yeah, and they're trying to get their old school gamers back too.
Yeah, and their actual home console is dead. So like they're gonna call it a home console. But like anybody who looks at that thing knows this is primarily a handheld device that you can play at home.
Okay, so anybody else has anything on this side before we go to the next one?
Keep it up, Nintendo. Good job.
I got one for him. Look, I'm putting faith in you. I'm putting money into you this time around too. Don't fuck me over again, okay? That's what I gotta say.
I guess get ready to bend your ass over
What
there.
would have been crazy marketing though? What if Nintendo decided not to make this a hybrid console and just decided to make an upgraded handheld? So they're like, we call it the Nintendo Switch because we're switching from our best gaming handheld console to a gaming handheld tablet, and marketed it like that.
But would it still be able to plug to the TV and stuff?
It should. I mean, you can do that with cell phones if you have the right cable.
That's why I don't understand what we need the dock for.
You don't need the dock. They
That's
just
what I
did
mean. Like,
it to do it.
why do they have a dock? Like, you can just have a mini HDMI.
I thought
plug
the
it
dock
directly
was
to the
modular when we saw it. I thought that was the confirmation when they did the little reveal trailer for it, and he like put it in the dock. I'm like, okay, so this is
Nintendo
modular.
just wants to make
And
something
they're like,
special.
no, it's not
That dock is
modular.
not necessary.
It's not mod. That dock is just empty plastic. with a
That dock is
magnet.
$90. That dock is $90.
Yeah.
That plastic must be very rare.
You're paying for the paint job.
Yeah, that is a crazy price. Okay, let's go get to the
It's
next
got that
topic.
Lexus triple coat paint.
Oh Jesus Christ! Let's talk about I guess this news that we got. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I don't know. I've been just busy, just moving and shit. I'm tired. Okay, so this next news, Nintendo, they now got 100 games in development, and of course, during the presentation, they announced that there was over 80 plus games and like 50 publishers. And now it went up to 100 games and 70 publishers. So this looking like that the Switch owner's about to get some decent third-party support. So let me go ahead and read this little paragraph. Okay, after the presentation, January 13, we have continued to receive requests from and more software publishers who want to develop games for the system. Kim Shun said during the briefing earlier this week at the presentation, we announced that there are over 80 titles in development for more than 50 software publishers, but now that number has climbed to over 100 titles from more than 70 publishers. And he said he added then still unannounced new titles will be detailed in the future. So yes, that's a really good sign, and I've been saying this for a while. And I know a lot of people has been complaining about why they did not show us a lot more games at the presentation. Like you cannot show a whole bunch of more games knowing that E3 is around the corner. So like it doesn't make sense. They're gonna show all these damn games, and what you gonna show at E3? That's supposed to be the biggest. That's supposed to be the biggest time of the year when it comes to video games. And I believe that Nintendo, honestly, for some reason, I think they might come. I know some of y'all want them to still do the digital event, but I think they might do the press conference again. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know. Either way it go, I still think that a lot of those these games that y'all want for the Switch, like these Western third party games, they gonna say that for E3. You cannot expect more Western games at Japan's presentation. Come on, that's what. It doesn't make sense. More Western games at a Japanese.
To get those games this year. I think they're going to get Western support next year.
I think it's gonna be next year. You know, this is why Nintendo is putting out all their heavy hitters out this year. Lots of heavy hitters coming out this year.
Because they have to build the install base first.
Yeah, they build the install.
That's something I've always wanted to ask you guys, because maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong perspective. Okay, check this out. Why do so many people get upset at the fact that Nintendo tries to appease like their Japanese fans? Because like the way I look at it, from what I've heard, Nintendo only has Japanese investors. So if all their investors are Japanese, wouldn't it make sense to appease who's paying you?
Right.
Just a lot. Just go ahead.
Everybody generally, Nintendo got Japanese fans though. Like Nintendo has like never really wavered in Japan. Like generally, when you see in like the the little media create or whatever it is, the charts for Japan every week, it's either Sony is number one or it's Nintendo is number one for the week. Like who is up in the air between them two. And even when Sony wins, Nintendo does solid. Or when Nintendo wins,
Xbox One sold 200 units this week, so they're catching up.
I mean, well, that's cool, but I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure more copies of Last Guardian got sold than that. But still, I mean,
you know what's really funny is just a side note, because this is just so fucking hilarious to me. Instead of just saying that they sold like 230 or whatever it is Xbox units, you know how Microsoft positioned it? They said sales were up 660% this week over last week, because last week they sold 35 units.
That's what you gotta say.
They try to make it sound good.
Oh my god!
I mean, how do you make that? How do you make that sound
guys?
They need to pull that out. They need to pull out of Japan. That's abysmal, dude.
35 consoles sold in a week. 30.
I can just picture a Japanese YouTuber making a rant video saying, "Microsoft, you suck. Think outside the box. We want colors in games."
Colors in games.
No, it's like get that Gaijin system out of Japan.
No more browns and shooters.
I bet you like 90% of the Xboxes sold in Japan were we're waiting for Scalebound.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's why Scalebound was like super imperative for them. Yeah. But in terms of like Nintendo and people getting mad, because I do actually understand that point. Nintendo has wavered here. Like you need to prove that you can hang here. Like we know you can hang out in Japan, and I mean I understand it was a Japanese event, so I mean common sense is gonna tell you that they're gonna show Japanese games. Of course they're gonna have like SMT and stuff like that there, but they gotta prove here, in which they haven't done yet. And I'm assuming that's what the digital event and stuff is gonna be for.
Yeah, that's what
they're gonna have stuff.
That's what E3 is for.
Yeah, E3 is really gonna be mainly for the Western audience. Like it caters towards us. It's in California. We are the West, so all these people that's crying about where's EA, where's Activision, where's Ubisoft, they always at the E3 every year, so you can expect all of it to be at Japan. Doesn't make sense because they cater to their own people.
EA's words too, because EA just like
EA can't be
we already know Battlefront. Yeah. We already know Battlefront 2 is gonna be a thing or whatever. So they've like detailed Battlefront like pretty like heavily in their last little financial meeting or whatever they just had. Like they already pretty much gave out consoles that it's going to. So like where it's going. Like Switch is still up in the air for that. Like the only thing that like EA seems like is like backing is FIFA. I don't know if it's a power issue or if they just don't believe in the console.
I think they taking that wait and see approach.
They said very clearly we'll be there if the console sells.
Yeah, but I'm saying it in terms of this is my thing. If you have anything else to use, I don't think you should use the Switch for multiplayer anyway. That's just me. Because it's like if you got anything for exclusives. Yeah, it should be for exclusives if you got anything else to use. But for people who are only like Super Nintendo game, like just real Nintendo gamers, like I gotta have a Nintendo only console. Yeah,
they don't play no other consoles.
Cool. Then okay, Nintendo, you need to ensure that you can take care of them. Me personally, I don't really care if the Switch get multiplayer. It doesn't really concern me. I hope that the people who only want it,
haven't you guys already proven they're not gonna buy the multiplats anyways?
I mean, yeah,
like we're talking 4 generations in a row. You haven't seen a single multiplat in the top 10 for a Nintendo console.
But that's what I'm saying too. So I still feel like history is going to repeat itself at that point. Nintendo's going to get like their third-party exclusives, or they'll have their guys who want to make games for the Switch. But Battlefront or Battlefield, or whatever comes out, or even if Red Dead comes out, let's say Red Dead comes out on Nintendo, or whatever, it's going to still be the worst selling version. It's going to be the worst looking version, and then. Nintendo fan, not all of them.
You can take it around with you.
Yeah, that you can take it around. Yeah, exactly.
Like the only multi-plats I feel work for Nintendo, just on the mindset of most of the community, Xenoverse 2 will probably be fine. If they were to get Overwatch, I'm sure that would do
Overwatch would be fine, yeah.
And then like, I'm trying to think, another game that would probably do good is probably if they had like DC Online, something like that.
What
you get a bunch of super
that's what I'm saying. I can't see online games like Splatoon or MK8 doing like meeting up at how they had them dudes at the library or whatever playing whatever. Like that's cool. I can see that. Overwatch, what network are you using outside of home, bro? Because I need to know what you're using outside of home to play Overwatch.
Using that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, bro, McDonald's. You know how slow McDonald's Wi-Fi is, bro. You can't even open emails on that boy, dog.
No, this ain't that.
Like,
I mean, it depends because when I was still in college, I used to play on our network there, and it was pretty fast. But I also go with my private
university network. Bro. I'm talking about McDonald's.
I never had an issue with their Wi-Fi. No, that Wi-Fi is okay. I used theirs before. It was okay. It was decent, you know. It's not that welfare Wi-Fi, which y'all talking about.
See, that's probably another issue because McDonald's Japan has good Wi-Fi, so they probably didn't think through the rest of the world.
Yeah, you can't
I don't know, man.
Japanese Wi-Fi to American.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's still up in the air with this whole multiplats on the Switch, man. Because like, how do we know that this might take off like the Wii? Like, a lot of people seeing that they could take their games from the go. Like, what happened? A lot of people, they got a lot of friends that they got Switches, so they get to meet up and play a whole bunch of games, like the NBA and all, you know, just whatever you can think of. Like, we don't know, man. It depends on the marketing, and they
see that. I think that's why. I think that's really the reason that the Switch is going to be successful. I mean, a lot of us are older, so our age group and generation is different, but when these younger kids go hang out, what do they do? What do you guys see?
I'm smoking weed.
I mean, aside from that.
A lot of them do smoke weed.
I know, but I mean, like, aside from that, what do you see they do when they get together?
They're just chilling on their phones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're all in the same room, but they're not really talking to each other. They sit in their room
on a screen.
They're on a screen.
With a blunt in their mouth.
So that's what makes this so, because that's what they're gonna do when they go hang out with each other. They're gonna be on a screen anyway.
Yeah,
that's true. So you can play Mario Kart together.
So we can assume that. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say it like this too. We were talking about
they're gonna be smoking and playing Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
I mean, first of all, we gotta say it like this. Too. We gotta be 100%.
I think that makes the Joy-Cons better anyway.
No. Nintendo has its image of people. Nintendo has this image of how play groups get set up. Bro, it don't work like that, bro. Like, first of all, people don't meet up at people's houses like that anymore to play video games. So we thinking that people gonna meet up outside of their house to go play video games. If they don't do it in the house, why are they gonna do it out the house?
Well, I think it's more convenient.
They do that on cell phones.
Let's say,
now.
like, you don't go out and hang out with your friends in a group outside.
I go out and hang with my friends in a group, I don't go out to play video games with them.
But you're
Well, you
older
could, though,
generation,
like
like
on the
we
go.
are.
You would
We're
just
talking about
play, like,
these
a little
young
bit,
kids.
These young kids, I don't see these dudes. First of all, these young kids. If I see any young kids out, they outside trying to act grown. They
They be
got.
playing Words with Friends on their cell phones like all the.
I am not. I'm not seeing. Maybe it's where I'm at. Maybe it's my area. Maybe I'm in Michigan, so maybe it's different. I ain't never seen no kids sitting around playing Words with Friends. Playing the only
Well, I'm
time,
in New York. Being
the
outside
only
ain't safe
time
out
I've
here.
That's
ever
very
seen.
common.
The
Being
only time I've
outside
ever
ain't
seen
safe out
people
here.
like hanging out playing anything was when Pokemon Go was out, and that's because the whole world was playing
That's
it
the
at that
whole
one
world was
point.
doing. That's
Right, and
like,
I've never seen like groups of kids like, yo, let's go meet up and play Words with Friends. Like, no, they like, let's go meet up and let's go hang out around and talk.
that must be like a city difference, because like for where I live, like that's very common.
I'll admit, I
Like,
also
I've
live in
never
the
seen
ghetto,
that.
so you see people playing video games in the Wi-Fi at the library.
Yeah.
Probably so.
For me,
I'm
it's very normal to see a bunch of people hanging out and just playing games together, like outside.
Yeah, I've never seen that. So I was just like, generally, like I live in Detroit now, but I lived in like suburbs. I lived in like different multiple suburbs and ghettos, obviously too. But I mean, I've never seen people meet up other than playing Pokemon Go. So I just, to me, it's just like, we gonna meet up to go play Mario Kart. It's like, why we gotta meet up for that, bro? I'm just gonna
But
stay
like
at
I'll
the
give you
crib.
an example. Like this is like something that would actually happen when I'm out with my friends. Like we're all gonna go meet up and go karting, for example, right?
Mhm.
And you have to wait like half an hour for your turn, for example, and then we just pull out the Switch and you can play Mario Kart while you wait,
Considering everyone has one.
or you can just play two
Nah,
players.
I do the same thing. If I go out with friends and we're going to like TGI Fridays and we're waiting forever for food, I'll be talking, drinking, and I'll be on my 3DS all at the same time.
See, I don't do that when I go out with my friends. I see when I go out with my friends, if we waiting, we talking, we laughing. If it's girls with us, I'm trying to talk some stuff so I can feel on their booty or whatever. But you know, it's just like stuff. It's whatever, man. But it's just stuff like that. So I never like, even when I had a 3DS, I think I took my 3DS out the house maybe like 2 or 3 times. That's what I'm saying. For me, I don't see me taking the Switch outside because I'm like, I'm gonna have a backpack on for this thing. Just to, like, I'm not about to do that. But I'll play it in the crib though.
I don't know, man. I really think this Switch is gonna be a lot bigger than the Wii U and the 3DS combined. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm curious how they're gonna handle the local play. Like, is it handled through an onboard Bluetooth setup, like, or do you have to connect to Wi-Fi altogether? Because I think that if you have to get all 8 switches connected onto one Wi-Fi to play locally, that's gonna be a problem. But like, if it connects through Bluetooth and then you can just play together like that, then it's more convenient to play on the go.
I wonder if they're gonna have like what the Vita had offered. Remember, you can get like a subscription, the 3D subscription. I wonder if would they do the same thing?
Like a
with
data package.
A data package. Like would they do a 4G? That's another thing to think about.
There was a screenshot of the Switch and it had airplane mode on, which generally would mean it has some sort of 3G connectivity.
Probably so. So that might be what's going on. Because I had a Vita too. I like the system for what it's worth, but it just died. It had enough games, but I love the concept of, just like I love the concept of the Switch. You know, it's up to Nintendo on whether this thing could be a success. But as far as what we saw with the ads and everything, the games that we saw, I'm loving it. I'm pretty sure you love it, Alex. I know G-Rock. I know you still on the fence of because you got fucked in the ass with the Wii U.
Yeah, we all did. Though. Like that's
No. We did.
I got it pre-ordered. I got it
We
pre-ordered.
got fucked in the ass with the Xbox too. But what are you gonna do?
Oh my God. I swear, dog. I hope Microsoft like kill E3 so Alex can be like, you know what? They did okay.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say thank you, Phil Spencer, for all these games I can play on my computer.
It's like
well,
they
if you have a
ruin their
PC.
franchise though. How do you say all your good games for your premium console are going to be same as the one that's standard?
It's stupid.
That's like if we went to a gas station, you said you were giving me premium gas, but it was really regular gas, and I was still paying the 30 cents extra per gallon.
Yeah. Well,
That's like, I know we're sidetracking here, but that is my biggest problem with the Scorpio. Every single game that's going to come to it is tied down to the standard Xbox One. We've already seen what can happen if a game can't run on the Xbox One Scalebound. It gets canceled. That game could have been a Scorpio exclusive, but it's not because Phil Spencer won't allow it.
I mean, but I thought that was the whole point of Scorpio being like different from like.
It's not different.
Was it was supposed to be able to scale up? I thought it was supposed to be able to scale up and like.
Remember what he said?
I thought that's what it was. Was like,
It has the potential as far as hardware goes, but because of their stupid policy, they're not
their
going to allow
stupid
it to
policy
happen.
holds the Scorpio back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said
I
nobody
guess what
left
I'm saying.
behind.
Guess what I'm saying was I thought I was under the impression, at least what I was reading was that Scorpio, like they would have a base, like a base mode, kind of like the Pro does, like have a base mode that the Xbox One would have to be able to run, but you would see like full benefits, like 100% when you go to the Scorpio.
That's not what I'm saying.
Here's the best
because
example.
of the limitations of the standard Xbox. If the standard Xbox can't run a game, then the Scorpio won't get that game.
Then the Scorpio doesn't
That's
get
what
it.
I'm
Okay.
saying.
This is the best example. Pretty much what Phil Spencer is saying is we got a 4-star restaurant that's good that can easily serve you steak and shrimp. However, because poor people are here, all of us are gonna have SpaghettiOs tonight.
We're all getting Chef Boyardee.
That's
Phil.
That was probably the worst example.
I mean, Retro, when do you come up with this stuff?
You get what I meant, though.
Yeah.
Look, how drastic was that, though? Steak and chicken, but we're getting Chef Boyardee.
I'm hungry, man.
Y'all tripping, man.
I am. The last time I ate was like 3:00.
Hey, Nick, did you even say anything about this subject? We always talk. Did you say anything?
Man, you guys got so topic. I forgot what we were talking about.
I don't know. Just say something.
100 games in development for the Switch.
Yeah. God, how the hell we got with that topic?
We were so off topic.
I'll believe that when I say it. That's all I'm saying about that. I mean, I don't know.
I didn't even get to talk about that thing either.
I think
like
we
football.
was talking about it, but we slowly pulled away because, like, we was talking about like the whole entire with the presentation. They was catered towards Japanese audience, but I was like, that's what E3 is for, because that's going to be for the Western audience, in which a lot of people is crying about, like, where's Ubisoft and Activision? Them, of course,
right.
they're going to be part of E3, so that's why I say everybody just be patient. It doesn't make sense that a lot of these Western developers is going to take over Japan. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, man. Japanese, they cater towards their people first. It's a culture thing.
Well, it was a Japanese event. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what people just not using their head. So that's all I can say.
Like,
Nintendo got the
as far as
Donald Trump policy. They're building a wall.
The Trump policy.
Come on.
Heck, I mean, Donald Trump raised the price of gaming.
He is. Well, for imported games.
Hey man,
Well, like I'm looking at the list right now, and
They pay
when
$85
you hear 100 games, that's cool and all, but like you gotta understand, like almost 80 to 90% of these games are little indie games. When you look at the list here, the big games are just Nintendo games. You don't really see a big third-party games here. I think the biggest one on here is NBA, and what else we got here? Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Skyrim. The rest of them are indie games, and nothing wrong with indie games. I like indie games.
Well, FIFA. Don't forget FIFA.
And FIFA.
I can see it now. This is what's going to happen on YouTube. All these FIFA channels that play strip FIFA with the cards and their girls getting like half naked, they're all going to have Joy-Cons just to select the cards and have the girls strip.
Oh, Lord.
That's what it's going to be now.
What's going to happen?
Joy-Con
strip
strip FIFA. Yeah, look it up on YouTube. They really have it. Like, they'll have their girlfriends and they'll be playing like FIFA, and if they can't guess like high or low between the average of like the random cards, they strip like pretty much halfway.
Damn.
They got the women out here thotting like that.
There's one black dude from London. I forgot his name, but he had Zoe Berger playing, and she lost, and she was half naked on his stream.
Zoe Burger.
And tell her I said she can come to Detroit so you can see what this hood dick do for us.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This nigga. Hey, did you ever say anything about this subject, Sinister? Have you ever said anything?
No, but I probably don't have much to say. Like I said, you guys pretty much said it for me. So I mean, I can roll on.
Okay. Let's go and talk about this online. Like this one thing we can agree with. Like, the online pricing
this burger chick is hard as fuck.
You got the booty, bro.
The online pricing of this Switch is fair, but the deal with this is like we don't know anything about it. Like, you just can't come out and say that you're gonna charge us for the first time ever on online, and they never proved themselves ever, because the Wii was garbage, the Wii U was garbage, and of course they team up with DNA, and they supposed to be fixing their whole entire infrastructure, their online infrastructure. So I don't know. Hopefully it expected to be better, but it's still a lot of stuff that we need to know about. If we could be spending between $20 or maybe $30 a year, that's not bad. But still, I want some improvements. I want to basically be able to play a Smash Brothers, just play anything without any lagging. Because when I had Smash Brothers on the Wii U, man, it was unplayable, man. Like everybody keeps saying you need to buy a land adapter, you need to buy a land adapter. We didn't talk about the whole land adapter situation. We got to buy another one for the Switch. There's no Ethernet port on there, and which doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like at the same time, I'm excited that Nintendo is actually trying to be more serious with the online, but at the same time, they doing it in the way that's making us scratch our heads. Is they going to be more serious with the? Are they going to add achievements on it? Like, what Nintendo is planning on doing?
Nope.
So that's basically what I'm saying.
Like they almost make it impossible to be competitive for their competitive games. Like I listen to some of the Smash players, and they talk about how they got better, and they're like, I got better by traveling to all different parts of the United States and traveling to Japan to practice against players. Not even for tournaments, just to practice. You know how expensive those trips are? Like, forget that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was really hoping that they was going to put an Ethernet port on this system, but
They should have been there.
they should have done it. That's one of the reasons why people saying, it's expensive trying to get everything that you need for the system, because if you want a good internet connection, you probably got to buy an Ethernet. Buy a LAN adapter. But we still don't know how this online is. Like, how's the Wi-Fi connection? Like, how is it? Like, I want to know. I'm pretty sure if you are an Xbox gamer or a PlayStation gamer, you so used to trophies and achievements, and you've been paying for your subscription. So if you paying for another subscription for the Nintendo, then you pretty much expect to have some kind of achievement functionality with this Switch, which is not confirmed yet.
Hey, real, I'm gonna give you some perspective real quick.
Mm-hmm.
As well as we all know Nintendo in this podcast, do you really want Nintendo to do achievements? Like, I'm pretty sure they would take the joy out of achievements for you. like, this is what would happen. You'd be having such terrible online that by the time you finally got it working, you'd get an achievement saying, "Congratulations, your online server has been on for approximately 30 minutes. Congratulations, you participated in 5 matches.
I don't know, man.
You drew a pony on the Nintendo network."
We just like
Those would be your achievements.
Like that's my issue with the Switch right now. Like, you cannot say that we're gonna pay for this something unknown. Like, this is something that they should have took seriously with the Wii U. Online gaming has been popular for over 10 years, and they just now getting serious with it. And since they're now getting serious with it, they doing it to where, like, it just doesn't make sense at all. Like, it's been it's a rumor that there is I guess a headphone that you can Bluetooth with the controller. So it's a rumor. I don't know. So if that is the case, then can we play this? Can we play online at home without using the phone app? Like, there's a lot of questions. The phone app, it makes sense if you're on the go, but if you're at home, that's just retarded. I'm just being honest.
Hey, I'm gonna give everybody in the chat an example of good.
You don't need it because the Vita had built-in.
Yeah. That is true.
What do you need the phone for?
That is true.
I'm gonna give everyone in the chat an example of what good servers are. Hey, Alex. When me, you, and Nia play Paladins, do I lag?
No.
And guess what? I don't have Ethernet. I play on Wi-Fi. Now that's good internet servers. When you can play on Wi-Fi and you don't even lag.
Dedicated servers, not peasant servers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, like on my Xbox One, I don't really use my internet because they got really great servers. So, but with
I use Ethernet for both. Like,
yeah, when I had Xbox, I used
PS4
Ethernet because the Wi-Fi sucked.
not on mine. I'm good unless your internet sucks.
But my internet's much better than yours.
But my PS4 is different, so I gotta be plugged in a lot. It's not as good as Microsoft's.
It's because the old PS4s, they have shitty Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
The slim, they put in the good Wi-Fi.
Okay, that's probably what it is. I got
the downgrade version has the best Wi-Fi, huh?
Yeah,
I got that slim in there, dog.
Okay, let's go in order, because we just way off, man. Okay, Alex, what you think about this online situation? Like, why's Nintendo keep on? They not giving us no information about the online, and they already giving us a price range, how much this thing gonna cost, but nothing. Like, what this thing do? Like, what is this thing?
I'm confused why they're not explaining why we're paying for online. Like, if you're gonna charge people for a service that you've been giving for free for the last 2 generations, you have to explain what you're getting in return, and you can't expect people to believe you're paying $20-$30 a month to rent NES games for a month. Or $20-$30 a year to rent NES games. The $30, I'm gonna go with $30 as the max because they said something like 16 to 20, 27 or whatever. So $30, it's half the price of Xbox Live and PSN, which is good. Like that's obviously better than paying 60. But at the same time, you're using a phone to have voice chat, and that's to me. I don't care how you spin it. I don't care how you, how you try to justify it. Using a second device to talk is less convenient than doing it on one device. There's nothing stopping you from using your phone and using the Discord app or the Skype app to play on the Wii U and make your own voice chat. You know what I mean? Like, why should we have to download a Nintendo app to talk to people? It doesn't make sense to me. And they haven't shown how it works yet, and the system's 30 days away, which is very bizarre to me.
I feel like they're just doing this
why
so
they
they
haven't
can
showed the
monitor what
online
people say on their servers.
Hmm.
I feel like they're just doing this so they can monitor what people say on their servers.
Maybe, I don't know. Like we're clearly
retarded.
beta
That's
testing.
retarded.
We're beta testing the service because it's free until the fall. Before you have to start paying for it, so they want to see how it works. I guess they want to get feedback. I think the app is stupid. I think it's fucking dumb. They have to use you have to use your cell phone to chat with people. I think it's retarded. You can't explain to me how you couldn't have handled this on the Switch itself, because the 360 had built-in voice chat, and that thing only had 512 megabytes of RAM. The fucking Vita had built-in voice chat, and that was the Vita. This thing is stronger than that. It's stronger than the Xbox 360. So you can't tell me that it's a hardware-related thing. Like I think it makes a little more sense on the go, I guess, but like you could still just have it on the Switch. So it's just weird because now you have to worry about keeping your phone charged as well as your Switch charged. Because like let's talk about this situation. You're out, you're gonna play online. You forgot to charge your phone at work. You come home, your phone's dead, and you can't play online and talk to people.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe we could still play online just using the console without the cell phone, because
like it just doesn't make sense. There has to be a way to talk without the phone. There must be.
Whenever you
I feel like the answer to Nia's question, she was saying that it would be harder to track on the phone. It depends on how it works, because a lot of apps these days, when you download them, like link up into like all your information
All to
just
your
to
social
use
media.
them. So more likely it would do the same thing. I mean, even Pokemon Go did that. So
Like I think the reasoning, maybe they want to get your social media through your phone. I guarantee you that app is going to link into your Facebook and your Twitter,
which makes easier marketing too.
Maybe they think it's gonna draw up the cost if they did integrate that on there, because if we did have, if they did put voice chat on that deal, it's gonna especially on that so I guess like whenever you take it on the go, like it's gonna probably drain the battery more, and of course the battery life is like 2.5 to like 6 hours. So maybe they looking at that aspects. So if they put that on there, then that battery could probably last you maybe an hour, maybe two.
It could also be Kimishima's plan to make more money, because if you have to go into the app each time you go into the app, and they say because it was a mobile app sold ads on it, they can make revenue by having ads in the background.
That could
every
be.
time you open the app, you get an ad.
Oh my God, these fucking ads everywhere you go online. Ads, man. Jesus Christ, man. It's pissing me off.
That's
man.
where the money is.
These ads pissing me off online. Everywhere you go online. Ads.
I can't complain. Perfect example, you can watch Crunchyroll.com with all your favorite anime just for free by watching a 10 to 15-second ad.
Crackles.
Yeah, that's true. I don't go Crunchyroll.
I'd rather watch an ad than pay for something.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
I go to dubanime.net, Kiss Anime. I don't know if you know those.
I got that on my
Kiss Anime is good.
Yeah. You're talking about Kiss Cartoon? They got all the Justice League movies when they come out too.
So heck, I look up old school anime on there.
Oh yeah, they got everything on there, man. That's
Yeah,
just
like,
new.
like I said, man, I got the Fire Stick, no ads or nothing.
Oh,
So about that Nintendo online service.
So, like
Oh.
when it comes to the online, like
oh.
I want them to show us it in action. I want them to show if they've changed the network. Like, are we getting the same Wii U network? Because I was under the impression DNA was going to revamp their online service,
Yeah.
but they have made no mention of this now. They just kind of slipped in, hey, you're going to pay for online, and you get an NES game for a month, and then we're going to take it away from you.
That doesn't make sense at all. That don't.
I don't get it.
Well, hopefully-
Again, the $30 is better than 60, so can't really complain there. But
Okay.
like, I just want to see how it works. Like, I want confirmation about the app. Like, do you have to use it for everything? Because like Reggie was saying some shit, like you have to use the phone app to set up lobbies and invite people and matches and stuff. I think you can invite people through Twitter as well, or some nonsense like that. So it's, I guess they're trying to figure out different ways to invite your friends, but like, it's still just easier to do it on the device you're already playing on.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, we'll see. Like, it's just crazy. This thing is 30 days away, and they still haven't showed how the online system works. They haven't really even showed the OS, just like snips here and there. Very weird.
So you going there?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, let's go and get back to program before Nick yell at us again.
Cracking that whip.
All right, what about you, G-Ro? What you think about this online, man? Since you consider canceling your pre-order.
I don't know, it's trash, man, to me. I gotta be 100% honest. Like, one, I don't like paying for PSN, but because that's the majority where I game, it is what it is. I gotta bite the bullet on that. I just don't see, to me, like, you haven't detailed anything. And like Alex said, this is 30 days away. So now is the time, like right now, as in tomorrow, as in it should be happening, like you getting together for some event tomorrow should be happening where you telling me what's going on. Because people who actually, work for their money, and like not people like Zen, because Zen just got cash for days. I work for my cash. So I want to know what I'm buying. I need to know what's going on. And I don't know what's going on with has the network improved? I don't know about the functionality of it. We don't know about achievements. I mean, the voice chat thing, like what Alex was talking about, that's trash, dog. I'm sorry. Like, it ain't no reason that the Vita can have it and that the Switch can't have it, and that I gotta use my phone for that. I don't care about doing the lobby thing like from my phone. To me, that's unnecessary. Let me get in the lobby and play online. I feel like you should be able to do that from a tablet. I don't feel like I need an additional device to carry alongside my Switch. Like, that's two things I gotta worry, like he said, keeping charged. I just think that they got a lot of stuff going on. We still don't have a bunch of details about the app. It's a lot of stuff still about this console that's up in the air, and like they not answering it. Like, the marketing is good, but like the fact that you're not answering stuff and it's close to time, like the spotlight is about to hit pretty soon, like it's around the corner. And if you're not gonna give us answers to questions, then if people start backing out or backing off or waiting, it's your fault. Because you not being upfront with people, like last year with Microsoft not being upfront about the real pricing for the Xbox One S. When you're not upfront with people, it always comes back to bite you in the ass in the long run. So just tell people what we're doing. Tell people what's up with the pricing. I don't agree with 100%. If you're not gonna give us, if you're gonna give us ROMs like the NES ROMs, let us keep them, bro. Because we probably done bought half of this stuff already anyway. Like, what's the point of even giving it out if you're gonna take it?
Found them allegedly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we either bought them or stole them already anyway. So it was like, why are you taking back Balloon Fight from me, dog? Like, I done bought Balloon Fight like 6 times, so I can't keep this one. You gonna take it back from me? But it is what it is. I just want them to be a little more vocal about what the online is, and just tell me like if it's a performance upgrade. Because if it's not, that could be the only reason I could think that they're not saying anything about it, is because it's not that much of an upgrade. Because anytime Sony upgrades or something, or Microsoft upgrades or something, or anyone else for anything from a technological standpoint, they shout it from the rooftops. So this is your new system, this your new baby, and you're not really saying nothing about it. Yeah. That lets me think that it's something wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I respect Sony, because whenever they did the conference, they explained how the system was. Of course, they explained the specs, they explained how to online. Well, they explained everything that we need to know, all the details that we need to know about this console.
They were very upfront about it. It was like you about to pay for online, bro. Like, and you know, to their point, like a lot of people flipped out when Nintendo said it, because Nintendo was like, yeah, we got to pay the online service, but moving on. It's like, no, not
they were like, oh, and by the way, you have to pay for online.
Yeah.
This is the Joy-Con. You can hold the Joy-Con in your hand.
What you trying to like slide it in real quick? It's like, nah, you're not gonna slide it in, bro. I heard what you said. Like, so like
that's the most annoying part. They're not being upfront about it.
Jack Trent was like, yeah, you got to pay for online, and then it got quiet for him, and he was like, yep, you're paying for online.
Next.
They're gonna be at the conference like, please understand, we put so much technology into the Joy-Cons just so you can feel the ice cubes.
When he said that, I was like, nah, bro. But yeah, that's all I got on it, man. Just be 100%.
All right, let's go get to Nick before he has a heart attack. All right, Nick. What do you think about this? Because I was scared for a second. He's about to kick our ass, man.
Headmaster Nick with the stick.
we was getting off the topic. We was talking about anime. What you say? You said what you say a while ago? You said
so about that online.
Online. You said so about that online. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Nick. I won't do it again. Go ahead, Nick. What you think about this online, man?
Anyway, like, that's nice that they revealed the price and all, but there's still a lot of shit they haven't told us, which I'm pretty sure I'll cover this point. It's like, yeah, okay, so it's free for what, the first 6-7 months? Hopefully in that time they ask us what works and what doesn't, which is something I'm kind of afraid they're not going to do. It's like, hey, so how'd this work? Well, this part, and we'd be like, well, this part works good, but this part needs improvement and stuff like that. Like, that's something I'm kind of wondering, like, in that free time frame, I'm hoping they're doing that so they can get a hold of what is working for this thing, what isn't. Yeah. Because if they don't fix anything, and then we get to the part where, okay, they got to pay for it, it's like, no, why? Your shit don't work. I mean, how badly do I need my Nintendo Switch to be online anyway? When you think about it,
it depends. It depends if they take it seriously, though.
Yeah, that's another problem. It's like you gotta use this time to communicate with your users. If anything's broken and they tell you, listen to them. You know, just like they'll let you know it's not fucking working. And what's this thing that like you only get like to play games like the classic games for a month and then they disappear and you get new ones?
Yeah.
That's an elaborate scheme to try to get you to buy more Wii U's. It's like, oh, you want to keep the virtual console games you buy? Buy a Wii U. We still have plenty, and you can still buy the game. Like yeah, what like you can just buy it?
Yeah, after the month is up, you can buy the game.
Oh. Then again, it's like all the same games you already probably bought on your Wii and your Wii U.
Yeah, they're just fucking NES and Super Nintendo games. Like, how is that an incentive?
Why can
I don't know.
Why can you gotta buy those again? Hell.
It's like, hey, thanks for that free game. I already beat it like 30 times. Come on, old NES games, most of them you can beat in like 20 minutes now. So it's not like you need to purchase them anymore.
Just let me have it.
Yeah, but like, and we're still not 100% sure how the chat is going to work. We know a phone is involved somehow, but is that mandatory? Is that optional? That part we don't know yet. I mean, there's a headphone jack in the tablet part itself, so that has to mean something. Like and there's Bluetooth in it too, right? So that's got to be worth something other than you just need a phone for it to work. There's got to be more involved, hopefully, but there's a lot of stuff they haven't told us yet. And even with that $30, yeah, it's a nice price, but it still doesn't tell us everything except the price.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't agree with, man. You gotta be upfront with us with that shit.
It's like, yeah, they're not giving, they're slowly giving us details about this online, but even when they do, they don't really tell you a lot. After, like everybody's saying, yeah, at the Switch reveal event, oh, you gotta pay for online. But anyway, controllers, and then that's all you heard about online until like 2 days ago when they revealed the price, and that's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still up very questionable as of right now.
Okay, that's all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Retro, bro?
All right, so here's the way I see it personally.
Echo.
And this may sound a little elitist, but I mean, this is just the truth. I already have the best gaming infrastructure online, which is PC right now. So if you want to convince me to buy online gaming, you really have to sell it under one or two conditions. Either one, you have really solid internet, so I know I can enjoy playing with you guys, or two, you know your internet's not that great, but you come with solid games. Right now, for the first year with the Switch, there aren't really any games I see that I want to play online. And then with not knowing how the internet's going to be, I just don't see the reason to get their internet. Why?
Mm.
It doesn't match up to what I'm already getting for free. So why should I pay for that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, until Nintendo come and explain themselves, man, like we all gonna be clueless. You know, we all said the same thing. We could use Discord, Skype, Google Hangouts. Like we could chat, you know, for free.
You
on
could
that.
use Facebook Mobile. That's
Yeah.
even chat.
Social media chat.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Like that right there, that doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Doesn't make sense.
I just wish they'd show it already. Like, that's the most annoying part.
Yep. Still going retro?
I think the big thing is they probably just want like some type of control, whether it be over what people say, because you know Nintendo doesn't like to have a lot of drama, which I think is going to be something they're going to do.
Friendly, more likely.
Exactly. And then the other thing, like we talked about, is there is a possibility that they could have ads on it to make extra revenue. Because let's remember, the new president is Kimishima, and that sounds like a move to make some extra bread that he would do.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it could be a combination of both of those. Let's also remember that something Nia said in the chat that I didn't even think about is they do have a mobile company in Japan, so they probably figured it'd be easier to do this than to contract out for somebody to actually do more with their infrastructure. Or maybe they were even talking to DNA and was like, hey, we want this amount of money to do this type of service, and Nintendo was like, nah, that's something we don't want in our budget, so we're just going to go with something we already have on hand, because they are cheap. So I could see that being a possibility too.
Of course. They're frugal with their money.
That's all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Sinister? What you think about this online situation?
Pretty much like you guys, like being stuck in the dark or being close like Stacy Dash or something.
Oh, shit. Talking about that coon?
Yep. But anyways,
She is a coon.
anyway, so the Nintendo that is, but I don't know, just being charging like X amount of money for something that we got very little information. I mean, they could have been more upfront about it, but yeah, it's just not more about more waiting. It's like, why should I put down some money about something I have nothing about? I mean, just let's keep it real. It's like I'd rather wait until before I'll drop some hard-earned cash on some on this feature. I mean, think about what we're gonna use. Are we gonna use an app, or we're gonna, it's just like these answers that we want. We want answers to. Answer these questions, like what we're gonna use and things like that. It's like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, they didn't improve on their stuff, but I'm saying Nintendo they did just get up with the times. It's like, people got better technology and stuff like that. Like the big two is like, come on. It's like you got this brand new system about to come in less than a month. And it's like, hey, come step up your game. But that's all I have.
Hopefully, like if there is no online functionality on the Switch itself, hopefully it can be an update, a future update, because I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. Yeah, hopefully this is just a beta, and I really don't know, man. That right there, we don't know. We very clueless about it. We all can agree that it's a retarded ass idea. But at the end of the day, I'm still get to Switch because I'm excited about the games. But the online, we don't know. We just as clueless as the next gamer. But I guess that's about everybody on this topic. Let's go and get these questions popping in the chat, people. Anybody else got anything to say before we get these questions?
My phone shouldn't have had no impact on my damn tablet.
I don't need to use my phone just to chat online.
Yeah. No Sega questions. God damn it, Dave. You need to Sega.
Please with the Sega.
You know what's really funny now that I just thought about it? G-Rock just brought up a good point. There may be a possibility that Nintendo's whole plan with this new infrastructure for the Switch is to kind of pull a move with Apple. Think about Apple and how their devices work.
They only work together.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they all work together, but they also force you to only use their devices for things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like for example, if you had a cell phone, you could go on like any website and download music to it. Or if you had an MP3, you could go on any website and download music. When you use Apple products, you have to go to the Apple store and all this other stuff. Like, it forces you to do everything directly through them. So Nintendo possibly could be doing the same thing with the infrastructure and how everything works for the Switch.
Maybe. There's a question from the One Night Shadow. No, that's not a question. OBJ, will there be Switches available to be purchased on release day? I doubt it.
I would not count on that.
I won't count on that. That thing been sold out for days. I know Nintendo.
I don't keep mine.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. There will be some available on launch day on eBay for $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take those chances. I know
you can buy one from G-Rock here for $1,000.
Wait, what you say?
you can buy your pre-order for $1,000.
Yeah, might as well. People gonna be looking for it. It's gonna be a hot commodity.
If I don't keep mine, I'm gonna flip it.
Hey,
I was trying to get to.
I'm trying to tell you, this Super Bowl ass gonna be big for these scalpers, man. It's gonna be big for these scalpers.
Oh yeah. Like if I can get enough money for it, I would sell mine.
Also, Dr. Blue said something in the chat. Nobody saying Nintendo can't charge for online. We saying Nintendo need to tell us why you charging us for online so we can see what's going on.
I don't
said that, bro. Don't be.
I know what the hell you're getting.
Hey, EJ got a question for you guys.
I'm sorry, Dr. Blue, but I think Nintendo is blue balling you.
Wow.
EJ got a question, guys.
I don't. Go ahead.
It says, why are most AAA developers and publishers lazy?
I mean, that's
because they're under pressure from the publishers to make games quickly.
It's not the developers' fault.
Every one of them. Yeah, one of them not lazy.
It's not the developers' fault. It's the publisher that's pushing them.
Once investors got involved in video games, that's when things started to go to shit because they had to rush things. They had to they had to meet deadlines. It's like they want the game out like that. They want the money like right away. They don't want think the profits.
They want the profits.
Yeah, gotta get it out. Gotta get it out.
Oh, ching, money.
Yearly installments of Call
of
Duty.
Time is money, guys. Time is money.
They doing that GameStop shit.
Like, they start making games for the investors, not the actual gamers, and like we keep getting left out in the cold here. We're trying to tell them what's wrong with this game, and we're told, "Oh, shut up and stop whining."
Okay. Did we get to Chariot Man question? He said, "How do you think the online service is going to turn out?" Did we get to that question?
Probably like shit.
I don't know, man. Like, if we paying for it, it's expected to be better than the Wii U. So
yeah, that's what people thought about.
Of course, it better be. You're paying for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, people thought PS Plus was gonna get better because you paid for it. How's that going?
That's true.
I mean, what you already playing for PS Plus?
Speaking of PS Plus, you know what's kind of funny now? We all laughed and made fun of Sony because they have a lot of indie games they've been giving away that nobody cared about, which is still valid. But the fact that Nintendo was giving you old Nintendo games for a month and taking them back, they're kind of making it look a lot better now.
It's like a free rental.
Like, how
they're
do
making Sony look a lot better now?
That's okay.
A free rental. It's like, hey, you can play for 3 months. We'll
you
take
can
it back.
have this 30-year-old game for 1 month.
Yeah, we'll take it back.
We're taking it back.
Kimishima just comes up. Please understand. We looked at the numbers for GameFly and realized how lucrative it was.
His motto isn't "please understand." His motto is "fuck you, pay me."
Yes.
Like I said earlier, though, think about it. Like the average NES game, if you go back and play it, you can beat that game in under half an hour now. There are a few exceptions. I'm not going to say it's all of them, but like there are some you can beat real quick, and then like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
But I guess if you want a long ass RPG, you're kind of fucked.
Sony and Microsoft, especially Microsoft gives you 4 games a month. and a lot of the times they're AAA games, and Nintendo's giving you an NES game for 30 days and then taking it away. Like, how is that anywhere comparable to what Sony and Microsoft are offering you?
Oh, we got a good question from BJ Johnson. Who's better, indies or AAA? That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a
It
good
depends.
one. Because there is some really good indies out there.
It's very
Because there's some
I
that are,
think
like,
I would have to
really
go
great.
with. I think I would have to go with indies, and here's why. Based on, if you count this generation and the last generation, indies put a lot of love into their games. Like, it gives me that 90s feel of gaming. Not to mention, if I remember correctly, the top selling game and most competitive game that makes the most money as far as competitive gaming goes is still League of Legends, which is technically an indie game.
Plus, they're not under the pressures like AAA games are
Yeah.
to get things out. Like,
Yeah.
they'll still be like, you'll get it when we're done.
The only problem with a lot of indie games is they're very short. They're like, you can beat a lot of indie games within 4 hours and then you're just done with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
But at a $20 price point, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's the difference. So
I
you're
think
not
it's
paying
I think
$60.
how long did it take you? Did anybody bought that new Shantae game? It took me 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm not
I like
paying
the
$20 for that. I'm gonna wait till it goes on sale.
Man, you cheap bastard!
No, he right. We gonna have to get a Steam sale and get it for
Oh,
free.
y'all
For
cheap
like
bastards! Y'all so cheap, man. It's worth the 20. It's worth the $20.
Who's worse, Sega or Konami?
Oh, don't
Sega.
start that shit. Don't start that shit.
Tough one, actually.
There's old Dave J.
Konami
What do you
is
mean,
looking at Bomberman. Sega hasn't done anything.
Oh my
But
god!
they're winning with their Machinko
So-
machines.
So you telling me? So you're gonna
Sega
tarnish?
is worse.
So you're gonna tarnish Sega's legacy based on some fucking
Sega's
pachinko
worse.
machines? Fuck you.
Sega,
It's
Sega
whatever's
is
making
worse.
your
Sega's
company's
worse.
money.
Whatever, man.
Their bank account's still bigger.
I'm going by who had all the games, the IPs, the memorable games. Sega has a lot more
You
games
talking
than
about?
Konami.
You talking about all the
Konami has enough money to buy all your IPs right now.
Probably so. But they gonna do nothing with
But they
them
don't have
anyway.
they don't have a workforce to actually make them happen though, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Y'all
I mean, at
Sega
the same
jokes.
point, Real just said, Sega got a lot of memorable games. They just, all sell better on other platforms because Sega don't have one no more.
Well,
That's cool
hey,
too.
Sega did stupid shit. I can admit to that.
Hey man, all I'm saying is last time we talked,
no
you was
game
super
company.
hyped for some Dreamcast 2 rumor, and you was like, "Yo man, that Dreamcast 2 could be a thing, man." I'm like,
That was the
I
funniest
never
thing,
said
Nah,
that
bro.
Because
shit.
Real and Jay were
No,
so
I
happy
did
about
not.
that. They really thought it was gonna happen. It was
I
funny.
was optimistic. I never got hyped over that.
You and Jay were super hyped.
I said that I would be really excited if that was true, but I wasn't gonna get too.
PC cheap
I wasn't gonna get too excited about that. I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah,
But you got a question from Dr. Blue. It says, how much console would Nintendo need to convince third party not to leave?
Should they outsell the Wii U before they start getting more third party support? 13 million, 10 million. What y'all think? I don't know.
I mean, they got to see a return. I
Anything
don't
to
think
do
it's
with
just
the
console
past Wii
sales.
U.
It depends on the
They're
momentum.
gonna lap the Wii U.
It depends on the momentum of it.
Get that stench of the Wii U out of their system.
They're gonna lap the Wii U. I don't think it's really dependent on like them passing the Wii U because that's gonna happen. I think like Nintendo, the Switch is gonna pass the Wii U. That's not a problem.
Like for
The problem
instance,
is that people gonna actually. I'm not gonna buy it, so don't depend on me for this. But like Nintendo fans, if y'all want the multiplayer, y'all gotta buy them. That's what's gonna depend on.
E3 ain't here.
Not gonna
Like
matter them passing.
we still don't know. Like let's say for example, of course the Switch coming out in March and E3 is like 3 months later. Let's say for example the Switch sells 5-6 million within 3 months. Don't you think they might get some kind of support from Activision? Maybe they get a Call of Duty that same year, since that Switch got a lot of momentum. Don't you think they might maybe get a Battlefield, Assassin's Creed? It's just maybe. I don't know.
I don't think that they're gonna get a Battlefield. I'm sorry. I don't see EA support.
Oh yeah, EA.
I
I
don't
keep forgetting. That's EA. That's EA. Okay,
I
maybe
don't see them
maybe
supporting
maybe
or this
Call of
handheld
Duty.
at all.
Maybe Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
Maybe.
Call of Duty, I can see
Maybe.
happening. Ubisoft is definitely gonna be there,
Maybe.
but I don't think it's a console sold thing. It's more of a, is it gonna actually be an attach rate, or is it gonna be a higher percentage sold than it was for the Wii U? Because you can cry, oh, we need multiplayer all the time, but if like the Switch guys who are only gonna play on the Switch. If y'all not buying them, what's the point of them putting them there then? Because that's how they're gonna look at it.
I tried the last generation. I tried to play the multiplayer.
I'm not doing it. I tried
to.
to help out last
I
generation,
tried.
and I got multiplayer that ran like trash. I'm not doing it.
I'm not gonna lie,
So that's
Nintendo
up to
fans
y'all.
are stubborn, and like it bothers me a lot. This is something that irks me about Nintendo fans. Like, they won't do things unless their bigger YouTubers tell them it's worthwhile to play. Like, it's the truth. They will not. Because Pokken Tournament was a solid game, but a lot of them didn't like it because it wasn't as simple to pick up as Smash Bros. Like, it followed traditional fighting games in the sense that grab.
Oh my god, these Sega jokes,
Right.
man.
Counter
Y'all is tripping in this chat, man. Yeah. Give me some real questions, man. Give me some real questions, man.
That makes Sega great again.
God
Hey,
damn.
here's one real. It's like Rock Emo Hero. Do you think gaming industry is slowly dying?
No.
No,
Not at all.
it's making a lot of money.
No, it's too much life force
More
in
than
it.
they ever have in the history of gaming. Like, who? Like,
Come on,
why do people say shit
billions
like
and
this?
billions of dollars?
They
Come
say
on.
that because they only play on consoles. So from their perspective, they're dying inside, so they think it's dying too.
I ain't got no problem. I'm never gonna play on PC, so that's never happening. So
You're missing out.
Look here, you can say that right now.
See, the
3
difference
years
is
from now, if your girl buy you a PC, you playing.
3 years from now, if my girl buy me a PC, first of all, she getting wiped up. 2, if my girl buys me a PC and she didn't buy me a better car, then we got a problem.
What?
Oh god.
I don't need
How expensive do you think PCs are?
I know. It's a lot cheaper than that.
No. You're not gonna go ahead and buy me something I actually need. All the girls, any girl that I ever talked to, I'm like, look, I don't PC game or console game. So if you buy me a PC, I'm like, you don't listen. That's how I'm in this relationship right here. You don't listen. You never listen to me.
I guess so.
He's saying that right now, and then when they see those Steam sales,
I guess so. EJ Johnson, he wants to know when we're gonna do an anime podcast. Retro.
27.
Oh man, he's here. Oh come on, Louis, don't do your boy like that. I know who that is.
Neil got you now, real.
Sega Gamer 27.
Where is he at? Oh my god. Hey, when we gonna do that anime podcast, Retro? They keep asking.
when I finally get a day off, I haven't had one in 2 weeks.
Oh my god. Is Sega dying? Oh my god. Well, y'all gotta remember. Sega owns Atlas. Y'all know that, right? How many times I say they own Atlas?
Unfortunately.
And then
There
Persona
you go,
does
being
numbers,
salty again,
PlayStation.
Alex. You always been salty. Know that you got some really good games that on what Atlas provides, and of course they own Bayonetta, but you still get salty. You still in denial. Sega has their hand to do with these games.
Speaking of anime, you know what Sega reminds me of?
Sega
Sega reminds me of that one villain
I don't
that
care.
got
They
beaten
still
so
own
many
them.
times he just hides in the shadows, but he never actually dies.
You know how pathetic Sega is?
Oh,
They had
gosh.
to turn to Atlas to understand why their games suck, and they needed help from Atlas, the company that they bought.
Okay, what else? What else is in the chat? I don't care, man. Genesis was better than Super Nintendo. Fuck you, Alex. I don't care what y'all say.
What?
Nah,
Genesis
Genesis.
was better. Fuck
That's
you.
actually true.
Oh
Genesis
my
was
God.
better.
What?
Genesis
I
was
own
better.
both.
Nintendo
I
is
own both.
factually
Genesis
better than-
was better.
I
have-
own both of them.
Mortal
First of all,
Kombat
let me
shits on the
no,
Super Nintendo
no.
version.
Bro, let me say this.
Mortal Kombat with no blood was gay.
That was gay as
Let
hell.
me just tell y'all something. If y'all was on my playground, whatever, dog, when we was at school, when we used to have recess, I'd beat the fuck out of y'all for
Oh,
telling that.
man.
Sega
I was
better
straight
than
cheese. I
Nintendo.
had
Sega
both.
I
was
would beat the hell
better.
out of y'all.
I have
bro.
both too.
Sega
But-
Genesis was better.
I have
Mortal
bro, I
Kombat
had
2
a-
on
I
Super
had a
Nintendo?
Genesis and a Super Nintendo. And Super Nintendo.
Everybody
was
know the real
clearly
gamers. The
better.
real gamers get Mortal Kombat on Sega, not Super Nintendo.
Did you? Fun
No,
fact.
Mortal
Did you
Kombat 2
know?
on Super
Did
Nintendo
you
had
know
everything.
the difference between the Sega Aladdin and the Super Nintendo Aladdin is in the Sega Aladdin you actually get to use his sword, where in the Super Nintendo one you just
flip
have it on your
around.
belt.
Yeah, you just flip around.
That's
Like
right, sword using,
Yeah, like a little
not
bitch.
jumping on people
So
like a
you
Mario.
telling me
kid.
because you telling me the Genesis is better because of a Disney game, nigga? Sit down, dog. Sit down.
Come on, Sword of Sudan.
Oh my god.
Techno Cop.
Jesus Christ.
It was also better because all their fighting games and stuff had the techno beats. Streets of Rage was fire.
Right.
No Super Nintendo game can fuck with Streets of Rage. I don't care. You throw Double Dragon. I don't care if you throw Final Fight. Nobody
And let's be honest,
not fuck with Streets of
2D
Rage.
Sonic versus 2D Mario.
I'm
2D
pretty
Sonic
sure
was better.
both Donkey Kong and Super Mario World are much better than Streets of Rage.
Get out of here.
Donkey Kong for Super
that's
Nintendo was
blasphemy.
whack. He didn't get raw until he got his coconut gun.
Ah,
Oh my god.
That
Oh
coconut
my
gun was
god.
fire.
I mean,
Bro,
heck,
can,
I mean, I like.
can we
I enjoy
just
Bubble
meet
Gum
up
versus
somewhere
Terminator.
and throw hands about this?
yeah.
Can we just meet up and throw hands about this? Because
Yeah, we're
this,
gonna have
this
to.
man just told me that the Genesis was better than the Super Nintendo
Yeah.
because of a damn Disney licensed game.
I am about to list every game that's better than Streets of Rage on the SNES. So Super Mario World, Chrono Trigger, Super
Thank you.
Metroid, Super Mario
Yes,
Kart,
best game of
Super
all
Mario
time.
RPG, Donkey Kong Country, Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country 2, Turtles in Time, Street
Oh,
Fighter
yes.
2, Super
They had
The
Mario
Contra
real
Kart.
Hardcore though. And
Huh?
Hardcore had Brownie, and he had like the energy beams and the homing lasers, and he could hover.
That's
Oh, yeah.
almost it. Super Mario
Hardcore.
Kirby Superstar. Let's see what else.
And Contra 3, both Contra characters were the same. Contra Hardcore, you had 5 different characters with different abilities and
You mean
different
4?
weapons.
Did Sega have Super Star Wars?
If you played on hard and beat it, you get that idea.
Superstar
You didn't
Wars.
even have Super Star Wars? My god, what a shitty ass
Super
console.
Star Wars, like Empire Strikes Back and Super Return of the Jedi. Yeah, didn't have some.
And you guys didn't have Super High Impact, that
That sounds
football
like
game
it
where they
does,
used to
though.
fight to get plays
I
overturned.
think Sega had enough high impact a couple years down the road.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, Genesis didn't even have a Fatal Fury special.
Oh my god, my heart is hurt. He said because of Disney game.
Mortal Kombat, you had to put in code just to get blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you didn't have to worry about the second one.
Did
Oh
Sega
my
even
God.
have Mega Man X?
Ooh.
Nope.
What a shitty console.
They had Vector Man.
Y'all-
That Vector Man was
Did
really
y'all-
good.
Vector Man was
Hey,
fire.
hey,
Vector
but
Man was fire.
y'all had Lion
Vector
King though.
Man.
We had Beavis and Butthead also.
So you didn't have Mega Man X, X2, or X3.
We had Beavis and Butthead.
My God.
That was on Super Nintendo. That was on both.
Well, no wonder Sega went belly up.
And Toe Jam and Earl was fire.
Toe
Oh,
Jammer.
I'll give you that one.
wow.
Toe Jam and Earl was fun.
Hold on, did
Spider-Man
y'all?
versus the Kingpin.
Hold
That
on,
was
wait,
great on
wait. Did y'all get a Splatterhouse on the Super Nintendo?
If it wasn't for Toe Jam and Earl, Parappa wouldn't
Oh,
exist.
I remember this game. Did you guys have Metal Warriors? That was a good game.
Hold on, I'm talking about Splatterhouse. Y'all never had that on Super Nintendo. Splatterhouse.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what that is? Man, that
Oh
shit
man,
was...
retro.
Man, come on. You call yourself a retro gamer? Come
Let me
on.
look at it real quick.
Splatterhouse was the shit. Splatterhouse was the
Splatterhouse.
shit.
I mean, yeah, I've never on the TurboGrafx 16, the first one. Shit.
Man, that shit scared the pants out of me when I was a kid, man. That game is good.
I thought it just because you had a shitty. I thought it just because you like shitty ass Sega and it scared the piss out of you.
I'll tell you what
Yeah,
game
the
was
Super
solid
Nintendo.
on regular Nintendo. There used to be this horror game called Maniac Mansion that was
Yeah.
real time. And
Yeah, I
they-
never on the PC.
They were like Scooby Doo. They were like almost like Scooby Doo gang, but each of them had like different abilities of what they could do in the house. And because it was real time, you had to like get away from the people there, and they try to capture you and stuff.
You know
And if
what?
you don't save the dude's girlfriend in time, they actually kill all the kids.
Mm,
You know
that's pretty
what?
fucked up.
You know we're gonna do a Sega versus Nintendo podcast. I'm gonna get Mr. T on her.
You're
because
gonna lose though.
We're gonna get
No,
Mr.
I'm
T
to
on
say,
her.
do you want to catch this fade though?
Oh no, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got a lot of games I want to throw at y'all. Matter of fact, Mr. T hit me up on Twitter the other day. He wanted to do
Sports
it.
games were better on Genesis, like Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball.
Oh, wait, that's on
Joe,
Nintendo, dude.
Joe Montana. That was I think that was a Sega exclusive.
That was Genesis, yeah.
Yeah, that was Genesis. I did like Joe Montana.
Yeah,
Genesis was
that's-
better for arcade games. Like NBA Jam was better on Genesis, though it was on Super Nintendo too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's arcade heaven. That's arcade on consoles. Like nobody
You
cannot
could play
touch.
Bill Clinton, Will Smith, the Chicago Bull mascot.
Hey,
When it-
Ali is right though. Chrono Trigger, dog. You ain't got one.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger
might-
alone shuts down any game you can name,
Exactly.
dog.
Right.
If you want, Fantasy Star and Shining Force was pretty good.
But it wasn't better than Chrono
Chrono
Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
No, I'm not saying it was better. I did enjoy those games.
You know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed seeing Nintendo shit on Sega.
Oh, just
And
Okay,
nothing on the Genesis even comes close to Ninja Turtles in Time.
God, get out of here, man.
They
Streets
have
of
that
Rage
game on Genesis
shits on
too.
Turtles.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
you guys didn't even have
No. Tell the truth. They had a trash version of
Yeah,
Turtles in Time.
Yeah,
It
the
was
Hyperstone
not the-
device.
It was
Come on,
not
that
the
was
real
a
one.
ripoff.
What do you mean? You fight Super Shredder?
Dog,
You fight on
can
Super
look up
Nintendo
yeah,
too.
you do. Yeah, you can look up the differences between the Super Nintendo and the Genesis version. The Genesis got the trash version.
Excuse me.
The Super Nintendo was the real version.
Yeah. They got some budget
I
ass
can't,
Sega.
I can't believe y'all know
Yeah.
what Splatterhouse was.
Sega
That
didn't
game
have
was-
Sonic Blastman 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, you didn't have Earthbound. You didn't have Yoshi's Island.
That was gay.
Man, all y'all had what? Man, all y'all had was Sonic, and y'all still running with that nigga now.
Sonic was fire back then. He's not the trash.
Hold
he
on,
is now.
wait. You can't shit on Genesis Sonic because that was great games.
No, Genesis Sonic was
That was
cold.
great.
Ninja Gaiden was on.
That was great. The only shitty ass Sonic game was that spin, the Sonic spin in the 3D. That,
3D Blast was terrible.
That was terrible.
Sonic
All went
Spinball.
downhill when
Hold on,
Sonic-
wait.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that was raw about Sonic Spinball was the fact that every level had Michael Jackson music playing in the background. That was like the only raw thing about that game.
Did y'all have Comic Zone? No, y'all didn't. That was Genesis.
What
only.
is that?
What
Well,
is
y'all
that?
don't know what Comic Zone? Are you serious?
Yeah, I played
It was like Real's favorite
Are
game.
you serious? You don't know what Comic
Real
Zone
playing
is?
calling all these demo games.
Right?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You
You
wouldn't
a
know.
real,
You
you a real
wouldn't.
Sega dude
Yeah, you
because
wasn't-
you
you
naming
wasn't-
trash.
You don't know anything about that.
Way to the backlog.
Anyway,
What about Robocop versus
Hey,
Terminator?
but we did have Global Gladiators go.
Did
That
you
game was fire.
have Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2?
I think it was on
We have the first
Sega.
Earthworm Jim.
No, it was on
We
Sega
do
Genesis.
the second one trash.
It was on Genesis. I did play Earthworm Jim on.
Yeah,
on
we do have
Genesis.
Earthworm
Yeah,
Jim.
we do. We do.
But do you have Earthworm Jim 2?
Shut up. You know, I'm done. We passed 2 hours. We passed the 2 hour mark, but we will discuss this topic again. For real, we're really gonna have a Sega versus Genesis versus Super.
Don't
Nintendo
forget, we had
podcast.
Shinobi.
Oh,
Super Nintendo had
Shinobi.
Killer Instinct.
That's not even the same-
We had
Also
Killer
had Spawn.
That's not even the same genre. Like name the same. It's in the same genre. Like
I didn't hear what you said. I'm just saying we had Killer Instinct. You didn't
Oh,
even
We had
okay.
Killer Instinct too.
close to that.
Man, I don't know one thing y'all had. Y'all had the Animaniacs game too. That don't make y'all cold, though.
Okay, man. Okay, I'm gonna stop this.
Oh
straight.
shit! Yeah, Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage. That was a kick-ass game.
We have a better
Oh,
version than that
Spider-Man
too.
versus
We had
Kingpin.
Separation Anxiety.
Dude, I got that right now.
Separation Anxiety is 2 players, and you can start with Venom at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
You can also summon Captain America to help you.
I got it right here. You see it? I have it right here. Maximum Carnage on the Sega Genesis. If y'all can see it, if the stream ain't fucking up, I got it right now. Motherfucker.
Separation Anxiety is the superior version. It's 2 players.
You guys, Batman and Robin.
What's the point of having 2 players? Sega guys don't have friends.
Oh, okay.
Shots fired.
Okay, I'm about to get Mr. T on here, man. He will love
And yes,
this.
we did have
He
Sonic
gonna
R,
love
a
this.
real racing game.
He gonna
You
love
weren't in
this.
go-karts, you were running on foot.
We had
And
F-Zero.
now look at
Zero.
Sega now. They still running on foot trying to get some traction.
Okay. We just go way out of time. Okay, let's go. All right,
The only difference is now they're barefoot.
Like the Flintstones.
Okay, man. Okay, we gotta do this again. We got for real.
That's messed up. You heard them real?
Yeah,
They
I'm
said
hearing
Sega
this
can't afford Nike.
Okay, we gonna do it again. We gonna do this. I'm for real. We gonna get the same people: G Rock, Alex, me, and Retro. I don't know. Well, I don't think Nick. I don't think he cares. Sinners, I don't know if you want to dive on this, but we gonna do this again. Sega versus Nintendo. We gonna do this
I'm down.
podcast.
Shoot, I played those things back in the day.
Yeah, we gonna. But you gotta pick a side, man. I'm Team Genesis. You gotta pick a side. So I already know Mr. T. He's even though he's a Nintendo guy, but he was a Sega fanboy back
You
then.
realize he'll betray you and join us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so he just gonna
No, Mr. T. He was a Sega guy back then. He was a Sega guy. But yeah, man, yeah, we will continue this. Man, Mr. T, he hit me up yesterday. We were supposed to do the Sega podcast yesterday, but I guess something came up, so I'm gonna hit him again this weekend and see when we want to do it. But I don't know. Maybe if we have time, maybe if I can get him to do it this weekend, maybe we can do it maybe Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Depends if we're gonna. Are we still doing that little podcast Sunday, Alex? No, we didn't. We didn't do it last Sunday.
Yeah, should be okay.
Okay, so yeah, if we have time, like
what time y'all meeting up?
we usually do it like around about 5 or 6 my time, maybe about 3-4 Alex's time, something like. I don't know. That's when we usually do it. I don't know. But yeah, man, yeah, I will keep y'all updated if y'all do want to go to the Genesis versus Super Nintendo podcast. I will let y'all know. You just make sure y'all follow your boy on Twitter. I will let y'all. I will, give y'all the updates on when we're gonna do it. I do want to do it because I did have some fun with this. It was a good show. We talked about some Nintendo Switch, the online, the 100 games coming, and what else? What else we talked about? Damn, what the hell?
Trash Genesis was.
God damn it, man! No, what else did we talk about with Nintendo? Like, see, this is what happened.
We
talked
talked about
their
how
online network and their
we talked
100
about how
games.
Nintendo switched their marketing plan.
Oh
so they wouldn't
yeah,
become
the
Sega.
SuperBowl ad. The SuperBowl ad.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about that. We talked about the GameStop. Man, we get so much off topic all the time. I just can't remember what we talked about. I don't know.
Oh, you know what else the Genesis never had? You guys never had a bazooka attachment.
Oh my god, whatever, dude. But anyway, people, this was a good podcast.
That thing didn't even work.
That thing was amazing. I had one.
That stupid dog was laughing at me the whole time.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. We reached our 2-hour mark. We had fun.
Yeah, I gotta
we
get off
talk-
here anyway.
Yeah, we talked about 4 subjects. We're technically talking about 5, 6. I don't know. We keep getting off topics, but we are surprised we went on here for no 3 hours. We did get a lot of shit done within a couple hours. So yeah, it was fun while it lasted. So you know where to come next Thursday. Real Talk with Real Gamer. Hopefully we get you back, G-Rock. It was fun having you here, man. All right, so I guess after that, let's go ahead and get to our outros, man. Start with you, Alex.
All right, what's going on, everyone? ActivesIN here. This was another week of Real Talk with the Real Gamer, the greatest gaming podcast on YouTube. Yeah, we had a lot of fun today. Talked a little bit about Nintendo and GameStop trying to fuck with their employees and fuck with everybody around. So that's not fun. And we learned a lot about Sega and how terrible they are.
Oh,
So
Jesus
that's always exciting
Christ.
too.
Whatever, man. Fuck you. Let's go with you, G-Rock.
All right, thanks for having me on here. I'm gonna try to be popping back up around and stuff, and try to be a little more active and stuff. So we will see how that go. Also, Final Fantasy 6, just gotta say that too. Just wanted to say that because y'all didn't have that, but that's cool too. But anyway, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Nintendo did, Sega don't, because the Sega trash, they garbage. All they do is run. All y'all have is hedgehogs, nigga. Y'all ain't sweet, y'all trash.
So what you mean by what Nintendo did that Sega won't was kill little sensors with games,
exactly what
huh?
I'm saying.
Censorship.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Still have their own platform today and not be, selling all their best games on PlayStation. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you for coming, G-Rock, with your trolling ass. Let's go with you, Nick.
All right, this is Nick from Gaming Incorporated, ending another episode of the Real Talk Real Gamer. Try to keep it on topic this time.
No, we never
part.
did. We never
But
did.
anyway, yeah, we had fun and we talked about some stuff Nintendo's doing and still questioning some shit Nintendo's doing. But hey, we're still hopeful and kind of positive about it. So yay!
Oh yeah, I'm still excited. I'm just like, I just want to hear them. I want to hear more about it before we get it. That's all.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to Retro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Had a lot of fun. Gonna be heading to bed soon. Got to get up like 4:30 in the morning. Also, don't forget, tonight's podcast was sponsored by 7-Eleven with 2 for $1 pepperoni pizza slices.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Plugs for work?
Okay, man. Let's go with you, Sinister.
Hey, what's up, It's Sinister Tario here. Enjoy the Real Talk with the Real Gamer. Just talking Nintendo stuff and bullshit and GameStop and I don't know, but gotta roll out. It's cool rolling with you guys and support these guys, and everything. So peace out.
All right, appreciate you, buddy. And like I say, man, we do this every Thursday. We have fun, crack jokes on each other. At the end of the day, we respect each other's opinion. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody that's in this panel. I will have their channels in the link in the description below. And I'm glad that you finally came out and did a video today. G-Rock, it's been how long? Like, goddamn, like about time you start doing videos again.
Look, bro. Life was kicking me, dog. I was getting killed last year, okay? You know what? Niggas I was in the bottom, the slum, the mud, bro. You know, I'm trying to come up.
Oh,
Now I'm out here eating. I came back 10 pounds heavier from eating chinchillas.
Some chillers. Okay. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to G-Rock. I will have his channel link in the description below. But besides him, like everybody's channel is in my link in the description below. So you subscribe to everybody, man. Everybody makes content on daily, but well, almost on a daily basis, hell. But I'm gonna try to get this thing popping with this Super Nintendo versus Genesis podcast. I'm gonna try to get in contact with Mr. T. I know he asked me about it, so whenever he do give me that green light, I'm gonna get y'all guys back on, and we're gonna settle this debate, man. We're gonna settle it. So I guess after that, man, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. I'm not sure, so I will let. What you say? I thought somebody said trash in the background. Oh, okay. I thought somebody. I thought.
He's fighting with it.
Playing tricks on you, real.
I thought somebody was throwing some.
You playing the Ghetto Boys again?
I thought somebody was throwing some Sega shade in the background. Whatever.
Nothing about Sega.
I just know how you are. But anyway, guys.
I'm playing tricks on you.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, guys.
Sega is too.
Oh my god. Anyway, see, I can't even do a proper outro without y'all trolling me. But anyway, we out of here. I will see y'all on the next time. Peace out. And like I say, I will let y'all know on Twitter. If you are please follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, I will let y'all know what I'm doing. I do want to get this podcast pop. I will do it. You won't know until I let you know on Twitter. So keep up with the updates on Twitter, and I will let y'all know exactly when I'm gonna do it. And I guess after that, we are out of here. And thanks for stopping by. And peace out. And Super Nintendo sucks.